Hello and welcome back to True Footy and Footy from the Flat. Tonight we have a very special coverage of the second night of the 2025 AFL Draft. I'm joined by illustrious guests. We've got my co-host Dylan Alexander.
Thanks for having me. Is that what I should say here?
I'm not used to introing at all. And we got Felix from Everything Essendon.
Thanks
good to have you, mate.
Me as well. Yeah, it's good to be here.
Gentlemen, what do we make of the first night of the draft? We got a lot to unpack. We haven't seen each other since the first night happened.
It's a very abrupt intro that we just came in on then. We sort of just had to snap into gear really quickly.
Yeah,
just to apologise to the guests. But
you did well.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
You did great.
Thanks.
Did great. It was more myself. I wasn't ready for it. Okay, enough merit awards handed out here. You did well.
Thanks, man.
The draft. Okay. What did I think of the draft? I was surprised. I thought it was one of the more interesting drafts that we've had, just because if you look at 2024, pretty straightforward, right? What Toomey got 10 out of the first 10.
Yep. I think it was a little bit more, maybe 14 or something like that. I could be wrong. I feel like it was more than 10.
Yeah, it just felt like there was more going on in this. There was the live trading kept things really, really interesting, particularly that kind of started with Richmond, didn't it? The first few picks were those bids that everyone kind of had. Anything that jumped off the page for you guys?
It was just goofy. I think from those two Richmond picks, I don't think anyone would have predicted Cumming and Grill. And from that point on, you knew it was going to be a goofy draft.
It's one hell of a picnic.
You know what? With that Richmond one, if you actually look at it in isolation, I know. Did I miss a joke?
Yes, but it's fine. I need you to power through.
You look at those picks that Richmond made, and we'll kind of get into the club by club in a second, but if you actually think about it, they drafted last year from the midfield Smiley and Lawler, both big-bodied mids, slightly different. Lawler, that more mid-forward. They can both kick really, really well. And then this year, they've gone for Sam Cumming. I can just see Jesse laughing.
I laughed at Wooden Spoon Data's comment, sorry.
I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
They drafted Sam Cumming, who's not great by disposal. Like his foot skills aren't the best in the crop. That's not the strength that he has, but he's such a tenacious ball winner in and under. Just he's going to give them that first possession player. And then Sam Grill's the pace. So when you look at all of the bodies in that midfield, it's really starting to come together. And I think once again, they've gone pretty bold and they've gone for needs a little bit more than just pure talent. And I think it's going to work out for them.
They have really executed strongly on this Sam's strategy as well. A couple of Sams tonight. Sam Lawler last year. Samson Ryan. Am I missing anyone?
Yes.
There's a lot of Sams at that footy club.
Sam Naismith.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, still. It worked. That was definitely the first deviation point of the draft was Richmond, and I kind of saw it coming. I didn't know what was going to happen. That wasn't a pun. Sam Cumming was the expected pick, but I felt like with the second pick, there was so many links to Richmond. There was this very, I'm going to presume, deliberate smokescreen by them.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm not sure. It was their second pick, but ended up going Sam Grill, who I don't know about you guys. I thought could have maybe even slipped all the way to Hawthorn. Did Toomey even have him to Hawthorn?
He did.
He did. Yeah. I thought that was on the cards as well.
I thought that would have been crazy, to be fair, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I kind of felt like Melbourne had their established links. So, I mean, maybe they could have just gone Grill, but then they surprised everyone by taking Latrell Pickett, something that Toomey had not ruled out, but he said was very unlikely. So it started to deviate quite a bit from that point. Felix, I guess, are you happy with the three picks Essendon took? Was it, what did it end up being? 8, 9 and 13?
9, 10, 13.
9, 10, 13.
And I think you look at those Richmond, well, at least Grill. Yes. Those are players that probably would have slid through past Essendon's picks as well. Mm-hmm. So Richmond obviously wanted Cumming and Grill. I think we probably got the three players we wanted out of that range as well.
Yes.
So you had teams, I think everyone's kind of winning. I think Essendon did really well in this draft though. I'm a big fan of Roby. I think Essendon fans all wanted Roby to slide through and we were kind of hoping he would, and we got that wish. The one contentious one is the Farrow Taylor, whether you take, the ball user out of the back half or that athletic rebound defender. It's a preference. Either way, you're getting someone really talented. I think all our teams kind of won out this draft, which is good. There's not too many losers in that top rings of the draft. I don't think personally. I don't know if any Richmond fans would disagree.
I think I'm not saying that they're right, but there was a big consensus that wanted Roby for Richmond. And then I just looked at their big footy board and there was a bit of melting. But I'd imagine there was a lot of different opinions. So I don't know what the prevailing opinion was.
My videos that I've been posting, the comment section has been flooded by Richmond fans
Oh, it's never happened to me.
Gloating about Roby, and the fact that we're not going to get him.
Right.
And there's been a lack of Richmond fans in my latest video in the comments.
And you've enjoyed that.
I have.
Why do you think that for Richmond? Why do you think that they didn't go for Sullivan Roby in the end? What was the underlying reasons?
If I had to guess, the specific skill set of Sam Grill probably is just more aligned with what Richmond need, which was speed. And it's not like, I don't know what Sullivan Roby tests at. Watching him play, he's athletically capable, but Grill, I think, for a start, I mean, Roby probably he definitely had the smaller body of work to go off, right? And they probably isolated Sam Grill as being like, wow, this guy could probably change the way we play and move the footy in his first season, whereas Roby was still a bit of that risk. I don't imagine it was close, but the Grill, I'm not going to say that he has the higher upside, but I do think if he does really fill out and build that contested game, then we've got a serious player on our hands. So I can see why they went that way.
I think it's definitely a player type thing.
Yeah.
I think there wasn't much between, if you remove Willem Dersma out of the equation, there really wasn't that much between the next group of players that probably went out to about 12.
Yeah.
The end of Essendon, the end of Melbourne's picks probably around that sort of area. So I think they've just gone, we've already drafted those two heavier bodied guys. And then Sam Cummings, another sort of, is really physical. He played senior football this year.
Plays a bit forward too. So yeah.
And you mentioned the speed thing. It's not that Roby's slow, but he's more of that bigger bodied type, right?
Yes, yeah.
He doesn't have the fast feet.
Yeah, he wouldn't be that high meters gain run and carry player that Grill is. So yeah, totally agree. We do have a couple of donations I'd like to address. There's one above that we just have out of view at the moment. I think it was an interesting one. Yes, 8 likes. Avi, thank you. Says, love your work, Brian. You're my favourite gay footy YouTuber. I don't know who Brian is. Don't know which one of us you think is gay, but thank you for your money, Avi. Appreciate it.
I thought that was like an in-joke or something.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we've also got RJS who says, do West Coast take an open pool player at 29? Yeah, so West Coast have a couple of club-tied players left in the draft. We've sort of expected one to be Williams, one to be Banfield, and we only have the 2 list spots, but we also hold 29 and 34. So it's one of two things. They match a Williams bid and they take a pick on the night, or they trade that into the future and hope that... in the first instance, they'd probably hope Banfield doesn't get drafted at all, bid on it all, or they don't run that risk and they trade 29 to the future, get back into the second round.
Can you actually just clarify for me with West Coast, with the entitlements that they've had from the AFL, what does that, with the NGA guys and stuff, if they don't get bids, can they just rookie list them?
Well, that's true of any team. Any team can Cat B rookie an NGA that doesn't get a bid.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So that is on the cards.
I didn't even know that.
There is a maximum amount of spots. West Coast let go Cohen Livingston, and I think we might have one spot for like a Kobe Evans.
Yeah, but you still need spots, right?
Yes. You still need spots. It's not infinite. It is finite.
Right.
So as far as I understand it, we have one Cat B spot. We have one main rookie list spot. Sorry. And then Tyler Williams, presumably we go to the main list because he'll attract a bid most likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know what West Coast will do, to be honest. I'll be intrigued.
And that's with you already having rookied Schoenberg and...
Schonberg, Finley McRae and Dev Robertson. Right. Yes. I mean, so none of those guys are formally with the club yet, but that is allowing for them. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
While we're sort of covering West Coast here, are you disappointed that there hasn't been a midfielder called in those top 3 picks? Even though you'd have to be stoked with the players that you got. You bring in the talented Dersma, the talented Cooper Duff-Tytler. You bring in Josh Lindsay was the other one. Probably Josh Lindsay's the only one there that I feel comes in and maybe has an impact on results straight away. Is that fair?
I think that might be underselling Dersma a little bit. I do think that Dersma won't be a midfielder in his first season.
No.
But I think he could impact as a running halfback and wingman so much so that it would improve the team. But I get your point about Lindsay. Like, there's no real massive development arc there. Like, he could probably just play and be close to the player he develops into relatively quickly. So to answer your question, am I disappointed? I think big picture, I'm flat that we've gone another year without a midfielder, a proper one. But on the night, it's hard to advocate, saying Dyson Sharp when he slid to 13. So it's hard to make the argument we would have picked the best player in that instance. Had we traded down and say moved to 5 or 6 and taken a sharp and then banked something else, like I would have accepted that as well. But with the picks we had, I'm happy with the way it played out, aside from the weird trade we did. But
Yeah, so that was a trading up one spot and giving away a future second.
so that doesn't trip me out too much because GWS did the exact same thing earlier to get Oscar
Right.
Taylor.
Yep.
So it's not so much the fact that we traded up one spot, but it was more that we then double bidded on Murray and Adensall. And I think the plan was to get Adensall. And the only then the means that the reason we traded up was to get the point squeeze on Gold Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did
Which
not
failed.
think if those bids came for Murray in real time, they must have done pick trading in the background that I couldn't see at the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they were going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think there is still I could be wrong, but I thought they were in a minor deficit now. So it did.
Okay.
That being said, no, that can't be true. They still have some picks left. I don't know how this happened, but I like to think maybe West Coast had the plan of getting Adensall. On the night, Gold Coast accumulated all these other trades that they did. As you said, we didn't really see them all or have time to process them. And maybe I sincerely hope West Coast didn't miscalculate the points because that would be a shambles. Like if they traded up to get the point squeeze on Adensall and failed.
It did look pretty busy in that room.
It did. The alternative theory is that the Bulldogs, who are linked to Lindsay, may have also been trying to get that pick. Therefore, West Coast had to trade up. That is possible too.
Yes.
So I'll defer to that. We may hear from Toomey.
I think the Carmichael selection shows that Western Bulldogs would have been super, super keen on Josh Lindsay.
That's true. That's true.
They were determined to get that type of player.
Good call. Good call.
A lot of people in the chat here. How many have we got on actually, Jesse? I haven't got the YouTube up at the moment.
Neither do I, but I can have a look.
Oh, that'd be absolutely beautiful. Burnt says wet toast choked. Rogue Riot said if they wanted Adensall, why didn't they bid on Patterson with one of their picks?
Agreed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I said that in my video today. I don't really understand why they wouldn't have done that. It seems as though they have their order and they just relentlessly bid based on their order, and fair enough, but this seemed like I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to make myself look silly. Like maybe they knew they weren't going to get Adensall, but I agree. It's a little bit murky and hard to work out what West Coast were thinking. Yeah, if they really wanted Adensall, then bidding on Patterson was the play.
Yeah.
Unless they thought, maybe on the third pick, they'd also end up with Murray. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if they don't want Murray and they want Adensall, they still bid Murray
But they
first.
clearly wanted Murray more because they bid first, right?
Or was that a play to get the points reduced, to get Gold Coast to use more points to get Murray so that West Coast could then get Adensall?
That is the theory I heard. That
Yeah.
you bid on
They
the
fucked
player
it up
that you
then.
don't
They
want
definitely
first.
fucked
It
it up.
does seem that way.
Yeah.
It does seem
100%.
that way.
Or you can bid on Newland at 1. Like I know that clubs don't bid at pick 1 typically, but why can't they? That's what I don't get.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
can.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but they never do.
Is there something in it for the number one pick? Like, does he get a reward? There used to be like a $10,000 stock portfolio when it was sponsored by NAB.
Yeah. No, that is true.
I
So
don't know
you-
if there is something like that
No, I
now.
think there still is.
Yeah.
I believe it's 20,000.
Okay, wow.
It's gone
There
up.
you go.
I
Yeah.
think so. I should have done research on that for this year particularly, but yeah, there is something like that. But still, like it's giving them that amount of money. Wouldn't you rather actually make the team pay up? I love the dog here.
Yeah,
So we've
that
got the
is
footage
great.
going on. The dog's just getting amongst it. Absolutely love it. That's Oscar
Someone's
Taylor.
got that dog in him.
Yeah.
Oscar Taylor, apparently his mum bought like every team's paraphernalia
Yeah.
for him to chuck on.
Oh, just in case.
Just in case. So we got the Giants gear there. Yeah, that was cool.
Someone did have a donation there as well, a
Yeah, I
super
saw
chat.
that.
Yep. Did we answer that?
We did not.
No,
So that
okay.
was,
I think I don't know the name. I missed the name.
yeah, can you go back up, Producer Vic, for us? Just so we can see the super chat there. I think it was something around, so Simon McDonald, thank you very much for that super chat. What was the best value pick of the first round? I like this. Good question.
I'll always say Harley Barker. I think that's great value. He was always going to be a bit later, but I love Harley Barker. And you know what I love about that is because I've been big on him all year, and he goes to Geelong, who you just know they're going to get the best out of him.
Yeah.
So
And they've already got Dempsey just...
Yeah, that's a great combo.
Whatever you put Dempsey through, put Barker through the same set of
The
steps
exact
to get
same,
him there.
yeah.
Absolutely. And he's off the knee. They'll handle the injury really well. Low hanging fruit though from you, Felix.
Sorry?
Low hanging fruit. I'm just joking. Jesse.
I think you go to the back end of that top 25 there. Schubert good value.
Yeah.
It just
Chewbacca.
Yeah, there just weren't clubs like that aligned in that range that needed it all. Evidently, Mitch Marsh. I mean, we both struggled to mock him to a club, Dylan, because it's probably just the suitability part. But from a talent point of view, that's a bargain. I'd also say Josh Lindsay was a bit of a value selection there.
I agree.
Totally.
Yep.
I don't think he has like the upside of some of the players he went before, but in terms of the pedigree and the performance up to this point, good value selection.
I'm going to say it's a really good question. I'd probably say the one that stands out to me is Dyson Sharp.
Yeah,
As
okay.
obvious as it is.
Yeah.
You just took the best performed player across the entire season. I know he doesn't have the upside, but I think for a club like Essendon that need that sort of cultural reform, I think it works really well.
The thing I really like about it is that you've got the upside in Roby. I think if we had one top 15 pick, I wouldn't want us using it on a Dyson Sharp because there is just that.
Yeah.
There's less of a ceiling. But the fact we've got Roby, who's upside, and Jacob Farrow, who he's upside too. You got that bankable midfielder alongside them in case it doesn't work. That's something we've really lacked in drafts. Like we've gone high upside a lot and it hasn't worked lately. So even though I've had my reservations about Dyson Sharp all year, I'm really happy with the combo we've got there. So I agree.
You've done really well, I think. We've got a couple more super chats. Rogie, thank you, mate. Big supporter of the channel. So where are these next bids coming in? Also, my guess for being Brian is Jesse.
Thanks, man.
Me too.
Yeah. Even I was thinking it. I would say Tyler Williams has got to be close. Hussein Al Ashkar, probably not next, but like probably certainly another name that popped in my head. And Max King.
Did you say Jack Ison?
I didn't say Jack Ison, so that's 4. There's 4 bids we can expect pretty soon. The mocks probably had Tyler Williams as the next most likely.
Yeah, there's a few kicking around. Do you want to make just to make it fun? Who do you think it'll be?
Who's picking? North? I'll say Jack Ison.
Yeah, Jack Ison.
Yeah.
To North.
A bid.
I think you just go Blake Threadgold straight away?
Yeah, probably right. But I actually
on Williams.
I'm pretty sure I read to him he did say that an Ison bid wouldn't get past North. That's probably what popped into my head. He might be wrong on that.
Jeez, that's weird to me.
Yeah. Well, so was a Harry Dean bid at pick 3, frankly. So.
Correct. Yeah, true. Listen to the man.
Did we get to both super chats there? I think there was another one.
No,
after.
we didn't. That was Grittio underneath that I saw.
Yep, there we go.
Should Crows look at only or Fred Rodriguez first? Definitely only.
I agree. I think Fred could go rookie draft at this point.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure. I know Collingwood are relatively keen, and if only's not there at Collingwood's pick, then maybe that does bring Rodriguez into play, but I think it's less likely than likely at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Got another super chat there. Oscar Johns Carpenter, cool name. $2, thanks, mate. Thoughts on Frio's Adam Swade pick? We talked about this a little bit off air before.
We did.
Boys.
Upsetting.
Yeah, and
One
particularly
word,
I actually
upsetting.
forgot about that, Felix.
Yeah.
Annoyed? Pissed off?
Yeah. Hate Fremantle. No, I mean, like, it's going to happen.
Oh, no, I think
you
they're
know.
sick.
Yeah. Where's Druzy? No, I mean, yeah, like, realistically, if you look at it as if it's Dyson Sharp or Adam Swade, you're going to take Dyson Sharp. That's the way I'm looking at it. And you don't want to go into deficit, with future picks because you don't know where those picks are going to be. So it makes sense, but it's still, you'd rather have them on the list.
The only question is, I suppose, like what they could have done with other picks.
Yeah.
And leveraged anything from next year and stuff like that. But clubs really didn't want to do that this year.
Yeah, and I think the one pick that would have been good for that is a future third, which we traded away. So you're either trading a future second to get something, in the 40s or a future fourth, which clubs probably wouldn't even want. So, yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a little bit odd with you were linked to Doveston? And I think like if say Sharp wasn't there, you probably would have gone him with that.
I think so,
that pick that you picked up. And then you don't get Swade, so you don't get that small forward at all anymore. You do still have Hussein Al Ashkar.
Yeah.
I suppose that the question that I would have to you is, do you think you're actually going to make that play on Al Ashkar?
I think there's a chance he slides through the rookie draft, and that's probably what the club is hoping.
Yeah.
And I guess we don't have a pick after 36. So if not, you've got some other small forwards around, like a Leon Kickett or a Zane Piker. So there's options. But I mean, like, it's not we've got so many areas of the ground that we need to, address. And last year we got Kako in through the doors. I think we can have a little gap here from the small forwards. And hopefully next year you've got a Mr. Marlon Neocleus, who I think the club would really like as well.
Slow that down for me. Sorry, Marlon Neocleus.
Yeah.
He's
That's
great. Have you
made
seen
up.
him?
That's made up.
Are we saying Greek?
Yeah.
I need to see it spelled, to be honest.
Yeah.
99% sure.
He's a chody little small
He
forward.
is a pro. Yeah. Have you seen him?
How do you like him explosively?
No, he is good fun though.
I
That
haven't
guy.
seen him, yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Who would you take? Very early to say this. Neocleus or Dobston?
Neocleus looks a bit more.
Chody?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, prioritise the chodes, I think.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Neocleus. But and it's different players as well. I like Doveston because he's not just a small forward. Like he just isn't. He's a bit more than that. He's not really that Nick Watson, just pure goal scorer type. I loved his grand final. That was his best game. That was so good. It was just him getting up and back the ground. He would have been good for Essendon, but yeah.
He does affect the game a lot more, Doveston, higher up the ground, I think, than you actually expect him to. He feels like that closer to goal guy, but he uses his kicking, just gets around contests. He is really, really strong. Okay, so what were you going to say?
No, if you had something to say.
I was just going to tee us up into a new segment of going through everyone. Properly.
Well, we didn't actually cover what you thought of North Melbourne. That's what I was going to get to.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of going to do that now as well.
Let's do it.
Do you want to start with North Melbourne then?
Oh, we can do, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got Lockie Dobston. What did I think about this? I think this is a great move.
Yeah.
I think so far, given where we are positioned as well, if you consider the fact that I hope we take Thread Gold, don't fuck that up. But if we take Thread Gold and Lockie Dobston, we've had a clean sweep here. And I think this mitigates last year's debacle.
I agree.
And if you end up with Finn O'Sullivan, Matt Whitlock, Lockie Dobston and Blake Threadgold, we might never die.
I actually wanted to put it to you. The pick that North Melbourne had originally, it was the Sam Grill pick, which ended up being 8.
Yes.
So was there anyone between Sam Grill and Lockie Doveston that you would have preferred for North Melbourne? I couldn't really think, given what you've already drafted, Doveston would have been the most suitable. So I think, as you said, you made up a lot of ground.
I don't even think guys like Roby were particularly suitable for us. I think the only ones that you could make an argument for, I think Dersmer on talent and Cooper Duff-Tytler because he is that tall.
Have we got pictures up?
We do.
What? It is 2025.
Things have happened.
Wow, that's
things have happened. What do you think of that
producing.
logo too? A little bit of a rebrand there in the top corner.
Oh, I was looking at the North logo.
yeah.
I was looking at Mazda. Yeah, right. I
like it.
That is
Cooking.
sick. Nicely. Oh, wow. You guys are sick.
Bean cooking. Anyway,
Nicely
where were
done.
we?
We're talking about how you ended up with Doveston and mitigated the impact of last year's trade.
Yeah. The thing is, though, and people have said to me, oh, you're now wrong about that last year. I think there's a lot of luck involved in how that's turned out.
Yeah.
I still think the trade in isolation was poor last year, even given how it's turned out.
Yeah, it's sort of like if someone traded the best player in the competition for pick 58 in 2011 and it ended up being Lockie Neal, that doesn't mean it was a good idea to trade that player for pick 58. Just as a bizarre example.
Exactly.
North are on the clock, by the way.
On the clock?
Who are we saying? It should be Thread Gold. Could be Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves. Who knows?
I'll be incredibly disappointed if it's not Thread Gold at this point.
I think.
What about a midfielder? You guys need midfielders.
Yeah,
don't
what
you?
about a small 180 centimetre Chody Walker type?
Did you say Chody Walker? That is so funny.
I hope he's not watching. I think it's going to be Blake Threadgold. Who are the best players available here? You got Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves, you got Philippou, you've got Greaves. Do any of those interest you?
I mean, if we got Jevon Philippou,
That would be
just the sicko
passable.
in me would love that.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
But
that makes sense. What about Noah?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like you'd come around to that. Yeah,
totally.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Totally.
Fred Rodriguez.
I would be. Oh, God. Oh, dear God.
Hope he's not watching
It
this.
has to. I mean, the ones that I would link to us here would. Apparently, we actually have done a lot of work on Philippou. And his versatility would get me excited, no doubt. And same with Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves. Here we go. Pick is in. Pick is in.
Don't bet on Tyler Williams, you pricks.
We might.
Actually, it doesn't really matter to us because we have 29.
What is going through these guys' heads?
It's a dull looking room. Look at this. Get some life into
Yeah,
it.
where's the aura?
Can I just say, like, the fact that they make the draftees dress up in like black trousers and a polo shirt is really lame.
You reckon?
Horrendous.
Really? I don't mind it.
What do you want instead?
Just
a bit of
just casual clothes. Just let's see.
Smart casual? Not even?
Just go.
What
Just wear what you wear. Why do we have to dilute the character?
Yeah, I guess I don't really have that much of an opinion. We wouldn't want to see like Doverson in a t-shirt and thongs. I feel like he's the guy that would wear t-shirt and thongs. This pick last year was Job Shanahan. I don't think that's true. I feel like I could be wrong.
30s?
He was picked 30. I feel like, was it Thomas Sims?
Yeah, we won the draft. We won the draft.
The embroiderer has ended up at North Melbourne.
Thready. I like that.
Yeah, the embroiderer.
Not bad. What do you guys
Yeah.
think? From an outsider's perspective, I'm in love with this draft so far. Dobberstein into Thread Gold. What do you guys think?
Totally agree. I think had you told us that before we knew of the pick swap, like when we're looking at like Ludowick, and Thread Gold of those picks, if you told me one of them was going to be Doverston and that you still hold your first round of next year, that's an elite result, to be honest.
Absolutely. Best on ground in the SANFL Under-18 Grand Final. Look at his work. Look how athletic he is in the air. Gets after it at ground level. Shuts down those oppo forwards, but also can attack as well.
Yeah.
Look at the way he moves. You don't think he'd be as quick as he is. Like the
100%.
Sub 3 second 20 meter sprints at the combine.
Look at the mates get
Look at
around
these
him.
graphics. Sorry, I have nothing to do with the production here on this channel anymore. And I'm just like, wow, nice work, guys. Yeah.
That is good, actually.
Yeah, nice.
Bit of green and black. I actually haven't seen that either.
That looks
That
good.
was not my doing.
Yeah. Well done, producer. Thank you.
producer.
She carries us.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Well, Thread Gold, I actually reckon, is also into this mix of value selections. I think 26 is a bit of a bargain for possibly the best key defender in the draft, excluding Xavier Taylor, who I think is a bit more than just a key defender. Like, if you're talking like pure key defenders, I honestly thought Thread Gold might be the best.
Taylor's a utility, really.
Yeah, exactly. A bit of a hybrid sort of rebound player.
No joke. If you asked me right now, who would you prefer, Harry Dean or Thread Gold? I would take Thread Gold.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
I don't think so. Like, I'm not saying one is actually better than the other, but I don't think there's a big gap there.
I think you're going to annoy some Carlton fans, but
Yeah, well,
I don't think there's a gap either.
West Coast obviously don't
Would I
agree
do
with you.
that?
West Coast don't agree with you, but given their bid, but yeah, no, I think this guy is a gun, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs, who are we expecting here? So they could go like, well, I mean, would they go a Greaves? They've got like a Riley Sanders already, and they do probably want to look at their midfield. I feel like Riley Onley is a Bulldogs kind of pick.
Yeah, I think only goes here.
Yeah, there's also Hibbins Hargreaves
Yeah, I was
and
thinking
Philippu.
Hargreaves.
Philippu is also a candidate here. Or it could be someone random. That's my analysis. Gridio, $5. Thank you very much. What's happened to Fred Rodriguez for real? He was a top 10 prospect.
He was
earlier this
never
year.
a top 10 prospect.
To clarify though, I think that some of the media coverage, particularly out of WA, was suggesting that. And I reckon, I could be wrong on this, but I thought Sumi had him in his like 10 to watch next year.
Yeah, I think going into 2025, he was being talked about as a top prospect. But then the year started and everyone kind of realised he wasn't a top prospect.
Yeah.
I remember early on in the year, like if you were making a draft video and you had Fred Rodriguez like outside of your top 20, you were going to get some comments like hating on him.
Yeah, true.
It was a little bit the same with Thomas McGuan. It's just there was more exposure,
Yeah.
more hype.
Yep.
A4 Angus says Emmett. I feel like Emmett's probably not suitable for the Dogs. That's who Toomey mocked to them, though, to be fair.
Weren't they also linked to Krasnodemskis?
Yes. Oh, he could be a bolter here, I reckon.
Marcus.
That'd be fun.
I don't know what later picks they have, actually, off the top of my head, so they might just take him with another one, but I don't mind that.
This is the most exciting draft North Melbourne have had since the Sheezel Wardlaw one, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about this. Like I was flat. 2023, I was flat. That is Dersmer and McKercher.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more of a Kurt and Watson guy.
Yeah. We did have another super chat. Apparently we've missed. Sorry, just before Gritio. G'day Lewis. Thank you. Could you imagine if Carlton bid on Williams as revenge, and what if West Coast doesn't match the bid? Also, will Zane come to West Coast next year? Okay. Carlton could bid on Williams as a revenge. I've heard that it's not locked in that West Coast match the bid. I hope they do from a talent
I was
point of
going to
view.
say that would be fucking hilarious if they did it to spite and then you didn't.
And then we bid on Ison. That would be good. Zane, I don't imagine gets traded to West Coast. Maybe like one day, but you'd have to see a shift in West Coast, right? Like West Coast would have to be better than Essendon, which I don't think many people would predict right now.
You never know.
Yeah, maybe like 5 years is open enough where like,
Say that again, sorry.
The only way Zane gets to West Coast, I think, is if West Coast is better than Essendon.
Yeah.
And that's not next year. Who knows in 5 years? The Bulldogs pick is in. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
they do.
Every time I doubt Toomey. I just don't
Yeah.
think that's suitable, that's all. Not so much that his mail was wrong.
This guy's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Is he a pure ruck, though?
no,
He
he's
says with a high-pitched voice for some reason?
he's only about 200 centimetres.
Okay.
He's very competitive though. Like again, we say the same thing about Cooper Duff Tytler, but he gets after the ball at ground level. Look at the competitiveness.
Yeah, okay.
Just watching him like go at the ball in the air.
Yeah, fair.
Get after it. He's just not as like compared to a Duff Tytler, he's not as smooth moving.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit more action man, like arms up, kind of running, bash and crash sort of player.
I kind of thought of him as more of a forward ruck, which is why I thought that low suitability. But if he rucks more than I realised, then there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
Glen Iris Junior Football Club, not too far.
I think
from
that's
where I live.
the Krasnodemskis comparison there too, like one of those two players. It would be a sort of similarity there. But he's another guy, like I think he ran the 2K time trial in like 6'10"-ish,
Wow.
that sort of area.
That's
So he
good,
can
yeah.
get around the ground. Good runner.
I wonder if that rules out Krasnodemskis. I just got a comment. How's Ethan, Jesse? Says Joel.
What does that mean?
I think it's the bloke I work with. Ethan is an absolute delight. If he's not talking about that, then carry on. I don't know. Where were we? I kind of ruined the thread of that. Yeah, somebody in the comments there said that they've got nothing behind English. So if he is a ruck prospect, then fair enough. But I did
Yeah.
think maybe Krasnodemskis. As Carlton, the Tyler Williams bit will be funny.
Oh, I really hope
here we
this.
go.
I love shit.
It'll be very mild revenge, though, because I think we're next.
right.
So, like, it wouldn't be that much of a burn.
Does that mean you just like the pick gets eaten though?
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Surely you'd want to use that though. Would you have Tyler Williams at 29?
Maybe. I mean, the mock do.
Okay.
I just don't think it's like a big burn. We have 34 as well. So,
Oh, right.
like,
Okay, yeah.
I don't really care that much.
Finn McNeil says Carlton's a
Wait a
bit on
minute.
King here, a bit of spite. What
King.
for?
Oh, Kerno. Kerno.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, kind of went to Gold Coast.
That's people saying Ollie Greaves to Carlton. That would be a very Carlton pick.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can even you could see. I'd do it just because you could have him learning under Cripps because he's going to be Cripps in the future. Not at that level, but that style of player. Like I don't see him being anything else. But
No.
I think you'd want something else if you're Carlton.
Another super chat. Samantha Jane has given $10. Thank you so much for that. Given the selection for West Coast so far, who do you feel can be redeployed from other lines to play more midfield rotations? Curious for your thoughts, gentlemen. What's the best midfield look like in 2026? I think we'll sit on that and wait for Jesse to
Yeah.
get back and we'll cover that one. He's just yelled something from the bathroom. Carlton are on the phone.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
What
we're
would
on.
Gold Coast want?
Surely Gold Coast aren't going to get back in and take a player.
No. Maybe they just cause some chaos bidding because everyone else has been doing it. They feel left out.
Are they trying to get Coulson?
What, just pick him up? Or Carlton trying to get Coulson?
No. I'm just wondering what they're doing. I'm just talking things out. I'm just putting things into the ether.
As in just select him outright, Kobe Coulson? Or get the points?
that wasn't really what I was thinking. I was thinking points, but then I'm
Yeah.
like, you'd want to go back, maybe not
Yeah,
forward for that,
yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know what Carlton would. Oh, here we go.
Trade.
Does anyone want to drink while I'm up?
Gold Coast?
No,
No, but
thank
no,
you,
I'm good,
sir.
man. I just got one. Sorry, I didn't offer anyone when I got up before. There's just been a trade, Jesse. Carlton have traded pick 28 to the Gold Coast Suns. We are trying to figure out what's going on here. Are they going to get Kobe Coulson Or are they going to take an open pool player?
Did you say yes?
I said no.
No, thank you. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So future second for 28.
Oh. Maybe there's someone the Suns really want in this draft.
It'd be a small forward, wouldn't it?
If they had...
Tyler Williams.
that'd be so funny if they
Is
bid
it?
on Tyler Williams.
Maybe Carlton just traded that pick. Like they didn't even get anything out of it. They're like, will you guys bid on him?
Yeah, true.
This is interesting. While we cover that, Jesse, we just had a super chat before. Actually, can you go back up, Producer Vic, just so I can read that out thoroughly?
Is that SJ? Thank you, SJ.
SJ, given the selections for West Coast so far, who do you feel can be redeployed from other lines to play more midfield rotations? Curious of your thoughts.
Excellent question. I think Yo comes back in, plays a hybrid role. I think that... Sorry, the pick is in, and I will get back to that question. Avery Thomas, that's a bolt.
Wow.
That's a bolt. Yeah.
I like it.
Ballsy.
What a random... I would not have picked Gold Coast.
No. And the Eagles are on the clock now. Interesting.
Wow. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have expected the Gold Coast Suns to
It's a
trade
really
into this draft.
GWS move.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Patterson probably plays off half back. And
He's
they
a
both
bit more
speed.
of a hybrid, though.
Okay, yeah, a bit taller, probably.
Taller and more of a
More of a
lockdown.
defender, yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Fair.
You'd probably say there would be comparisons there as that guy that floats across, similar to a Mac Andrew, but he's a bit more undersized, so he can probably play on those smaller guys as well.
He wouldn't have expected... Well, you can tell he didn't expect that.
No.
Good on him. It's nice when you see these dreams realised. That's the nice part of draft day, is seeing these things, especially like later, because the early kids know they're getting drafted usually.
Absolutely. There's the rank there, 45. I wouldn't have had him anywhere near the top 30.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, genuine bolt to that one.
Yep.
Sorry, just to get back to that question quickly. Some other players, I mean, Hoff could return to the midfield. He played a bit there, went back. I don't know what the long-term plan is. I think there's a school of thought that thinks Starcevic has been recruited for the midfield. Not super hot on that, but it kind of makes sense with the oversupply now. And I think Tom McCarthy probably plays midfield round one next year.
Well, we covered it the other day, didn't we? We talked about who's in that back line, and it's actually starting to look pretty stacked.
And
back
now
there.
Lindsay comes in, and how does he get a game?
Well,
Bizarrely.
I'd rather play Starcevic in the midfield than Lindsay.
Yes, so okay,
So he
fair enough.
takes that distributor role. I guess the argument there would be that Starcevic can lock down.
Yes.
And be a bit of a leader back there.
Yeah, exactly. So Hoff and Starcevic can also probably rotate. They both play similar roles when they're in the back line. There's a few options there.
I'd rather Starcevic in the midfield than Hoff.
Okay. Yep. Is that the contested stuff? Hoff is a little bit better at the run and carry, I'd say.
Yeah.
So there's a trade-off there.
Yeah.
But Hoff wasn't too bad. He had some good games and he had some bad games in the midfield.
Starcevic is good. Like he's one of those players that's really good on like both sides of his body with his handballing, so he can get guys into space and stuff, I reckon.
That's good to know. Yeah.
This guy, where did I hear this? I don't remember where, but he lost 3 kilos before the combine because he was really sick. Not right before, but like a week or two before, and he still was top 10 in pretty much all the testing. Yeah.
Didn't Greaves have similar, but he didn't test?
He tested after, so he did the 2K time trial after.
Yeah.
But this guy's just like athlete. You know?
Yeah.
I'll just quickly throw in a couple of bolters for this pick. If West Coast don't do anything funny with it and they take a player, I'd say I think there's a chance we go someone local like Swadling or Curtin. I've heard that we like them, and we have to go now if we don't go at it.
I think you have to take Greaves here.
Yeah, it could be Greaves. Philippu's still there. Hibbins Hargreaves. Hibbins Hargreaves is probably who I want.
Curtin would be crazy.
It would be crazy, but we also don't have too many picks left. So
rank 1, 2, 3.
Hibbins Hargreaves 1. Philippu 2. Greaves 3.
Over Swadling?
Yeah, I think so. Do you agree with that?
Do I agree with that? On ranking, on pure ranking, I'd be Hargreaves, Philippu, Greaves, but I think for West Coast, I'd be Greaves, Hargreaves, Philippu.
Fair.
It'd be a fair talent grab though if you guys pulled Got a blackout screen there.
Yeah.
If you guys pulled Lindsay, Dersma, Duff Tytler, and Hibbins Hargraves or Philippou, like that'd be massive.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like you're going to do something goofy. I can feel it.
Well, it makes sense to trade the pick if we're just thinking Williams and Banfield.
Maybe that's why you're taking so long.
It'd be nice to get into the second round of next year.
Why would you be thinking that though? That you only want those two?
We only have 2 list spots. So if we take someone here, we run the risk of not getting Banfield at all. And I know he's lower rated, but like if the opposite is the choice is a future second, I think that's a pretty good offer.
Well, here we go.
I think you'd want to take one more.
Oh, give us some juice.
I'm happy to take one more. Wonder if this means we let go Williams. We'll see.
I think this will be Greaves, won't it?
Could be.
Let us know in the comments what you want, West Coast fans. I'm saying Greaves. Oh,
Whoa!
I like it.
Wow!
I love it.
I like that.
Coming off the ACL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did not expect that
No.
at all.
Wow.
I like it.
This guy's Finn O'Sullivan 2.0.
Oh, you've sold me. Can you tell me a little bit about him? I've slept on him a bit.
A super athletic, all-action midfielder. He can do it on the inside. He can go inside, win a clearance. He can go on the outside. As I said, incredible athleticism to be able to run, pick up the ball, pick up those uncontested possessions.
Okay.
Not a guy that's, if you were making that argument of Finn O'Sullivan versus him, I think he gets around the ground and puts in defensive actions like Finn O'Sullivan. He's like a limmy player
Yep.
that can get those intercepts in, but he doesn't kick a lot of goals. And I think Finn O'Sullivan did that.
Okay.
Probably had that class in the forward 50 a little bit more, but
Yeah, Foster's pretty good overhead as well.
so's he.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep. A lot of both can jump, can take grabs and have that sort of reach on them. So yeah, he's great. Captained Scotch College,
How tall is he?
183-ish.
Okay. That's
But-
good. Similar to Foss, maybe
Similar
a
to
bit
Foss.
taller. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
Short-
got a
short but
frame.
athletic.
He looks taller than he is. He's got that like
Rangy.
Yeah, like longer limbs. It looks like
Exactly.
Yeah. I think if he does his ACL, like even a month later, he's up 10 or 15 picks higher.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I'd
Well,
say
maybe not 15. but-
I totally agree with you. Another player compare I'd say would be like an Andy Brayshaw. You know, the guy that just gets around the ground.
That sounds ideal, honestly, for what we needed.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I look forward to finding out more about him because I did sleep on him.
I think this guy's
Not
saying that he's
physically.
playing like a high half forward role. Like
This is Mick
mid.
Ablett.
Mick Ablett's thrown some strange comparisons. You know who he compared Doveston to? He said
Will Ashcroft.
Will Ashcroft mixed with Bo McCreary. I was
Yeah.
like, is that really the best? I mean, fair enough. He knows more than I do, but like he's threw a few curveballs out there.
Let's
I
go
was
back
like,
to
wow.
the does he know more than you? I'm going to say no.
I think he might, but
He's the guy that talked crap on Essendon's pick 9 swap last year. He said that we'd like stuffed up as a club because of it. So Essendon fans don't like him.
yeah, okay, interesting.
Just written him off.
No,
No.
yeah.
He's thrown some very, very, to me anyway, he's thrown some very strange player comparisons.
Yes, I agree. Who did the
Melbourne.
D's go?
Oh,
Never heard of Thomas Matthews.
Okay.
Holy shit.
They love a bolter, eh? They love a bolter.
How is Noah Hibbins Hargraves and Philippou still on the board? I'm getting the feeling that they're going to be here for Essendon's pick soon.
Yeah,
Ranked
yeah.
71.
Yeah, do you know who Thomas Matthews is?
I do not.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Sounds,
I've heard his
it sounds like a
name.
very
Yeah,
biblical
yeah.
name, doesn't it? Thomas Matthews.
Wow.
It's a very common name in India, actually.
Look at the graphics here. Scoreboard impact, tick. Effort, tick. Leadership, tick. Size.
I couldn't tell you anything about him.
Size is contextual, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's 171. Our producer
this
has
is-
informed us. Thank you. That's pretty small. But I mean, Cozzy Pickett is around that mark. Nick Watson.
Yeah.
Caleb Daniel, one of the
in the chat.
stalwarts
They
of the
don't
competition.
have a fucking picture of him.
Oh, he's probably at the gym. Wasn't even watching the draft.
Oh, wow.
Good on him. That's sick.
I love that.
They love their bolters, as Max Hansen just said as well. They love their bolters. So another small forward as well to go with Pickett.
Yeah. Cozzy,
yeah.
Latrell, and
That's
Thomas
interesting.
Matthews.
Yeah.
Oh, take Kickett. just for the names.
Oh, true.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Pick it,
Pick
kick
it,
it.
kick it. That would have been so good.
Yep.
Pick it, and kick it.
And then I
oh,
tick it off.
Melbourne.
That's how you sell tickets. I'm always like this, if you're wondering.
I'm so interested where other clubs would have had him rated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Melbourne have any other picks?
I
Can they use
okay,
them?
yeah, 56, 58. Yeah, good point. I don't know. Matt asks, will the Eagles move back? I think it's possibly on the cards, yeah, because we have one list spot left. But we'll see. I wouldn't mind Hibbins Hargreaves.
I love that you guys took Allen.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah, yeah. I like that it's a midfielder, and if he's a hardworking two-way runner, that's exactly the sort of thing that would have got him picked over a Greaves for anyone wondering. Yeah.
The reason that I wouldn't have ever thought that you guys would do it is because he's not going to play.
Yeah. But we've got 3 picks there now, traded in a couple of players now.
Yeah.
So I think we can take that risk, I suppose, if you want to call it that.
Totally. I thought if you guys would have pulled a move like that, it would be for a Western Australian though.
So did I. Because I thought, which is why I mentioned Swaddling. But, okay, nice pick. I'd only heard good things about Sam Allen, to be honest
Richmond were
about
hot
it.
on him.
That would be
Yeah, okay.
great. Sam.
I'm
West
so
Coast.
sorry.
That's why they're so annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes. Richmond are on the clock. What are we guessing here? I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm thinking a P.
Do all of us need to go same time? Do we just leave the chat on their own?
Yeah. Shotgun middle. Leon Pickett incoming, says Joel Curnow. Yeah, but that's the rumour.
And that'd be good.
They could go Hibbins Hargreaves too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many players left on the board still.
I understand why clubs have differing views on Hibbins Hargreaves, but I probably wouldn't have expected him to slide quite this late.
I was so uncertain about him to start the year, and then I went to a Dandenong game live, and it just clicked. Like you saw him, like you didn't really know what he was, and I get that clubs are scared of the uncertainty of a position, but he was 1 minute he was like a pseudo key forward, the next he was like on the wing. He was just changing position every 5 or 10 minutes. It was great.
This would be Philippou.
Interesting.
You reckon?
I think so. Has to be.
Are you still talking about the bathroom or?
So predictable, Jesse.
Someone just said every stream, Jesse. Thank you, Brandon.
Every stream.
It all connects.
Oh, your boy! I was wondering if he'd be taken. I like that. I was hoping maybe
that's
Essendon.
hot.
Piker, I hardly know her.
Do you remember you and I watched the Vic Metro
Yes.
South Australia game?
Yeah.
We did a stream earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And I fell in love.
Yeah. I fell in love as well. He's good.
Yeah, we did. We both fell in love. He's just...
You
he's at
sold
it.
me on him. 94.
Wow.
Below
No.
Thomas Matthews.
Yeah. That's crazy. It goes to show what a flat draft this is, I think.
Yeah. This range of the draft just fizzes out. Like it's just going to be teams picking who they like.
He's got genuine pace, this guy. Sub 2.9 second 20 metre sprint. And I just love the way that he goes about it. He's hard at the ball, just at it inside forward 50. Stops that ball getting out.
And just
Kicks
pure
goals.
impact. Like he somehow has more score involvements than disposals per game. This guy, he's just always doing stuff.
Yep.
Wow. So we got Collingwood entering the draft for the first time with some good players still on the ball. You got Onley, you've got Greaves, you got Hibbins Hargreaves, you got Philippou.
All right, see you later, everybody.
Yep.
Just here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were actually leaving there. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah. It's like, I can't watch Collingwood.
all pies. They'll get Onley.
Yeah? Has there been a connection made there, or you just think it's a good pick for him?
It has.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that should.
It does seem like a Collingwood pick, to be honest.
It does. The only question with Greaves there, because perhaps Greaves would have been expected to have already been off the board, would they look at a player like Greaves?
Maybe.
Interesting.
It makes sense.
Reef
Reef
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah,
Reef, legend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, mate, for the super chat. He says, great job on DDF last night. Deal. Just want to say I'll be gutted if we don't end up with both Williams and Banfield now, but I agree with taking the punt on getting another open pool player. I would 100% agree on that.
Yes. Sorry, was he talking about the last pick or the next pick?
I thought the next pick.
Okay, so yeah, it's a tricky one. So do you think there's other players better than Tyler Williams for us? Because that's essentially what the question is. And we just got to hope that Banfield doesn't get drafted, which is possible.
I would...
Or Evans.
My answer to that question would be, who would you rather, Tyler Williams or Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves?
I actually think Hibbins-Hargreaves is the riskier of the two. I think... I don't know. That's a tough one.
Riskier than Tyler Williams?
Yeah, I feel more confident about Tyler, to be honest. But
do you really?
Yeah. But I can't really... Yeah, I feel like he could be all or nothing, though. Which is why I think he slid.
100%. Well, yeah, for sure.
Whereas Tyler, I feel like we know what we're gonna get. We need both players.
I do think one thing that we're not considering with Hibbins-Hargreaves too is the injury history.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, true.
If we accept that Trainer slid last year because of this sort of concussion stuff, Hibbins-Hargreaves had concussion this year.
Yeah.
He had calves. He had a broken arm. I mean, the broken arm's probably insignificant.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, he just seems to break down every time he got going as well.
Yeah. We have a bid from Collingwood here. Could it be Ison?
Is this the first bid of the second round?
Yes.
Have we had a bid?
Yes, it is.
That is crazy.
Huh.
So who are the options? Tyler Williams,
Max King, and Ison still there.
Huss.
it might
not
be
McCarthy.
King, you know.
Yeah, King, surely.
Ison's in the mix.
Brindable.
Prindles.
That's what someone in the comments said.
Oh, right.
Prindable. Interesting. If it is. Gee, this second round's been turned on its
A
head.
second person said it, so maybe we're a little bit behind the chat, to be honest.
Could be. Let's see if we can. Or is it just that they're linked to Prindable? Oh, fuck.
Not sure. I'd really hate to miss out on Banfield.
Banfield's a little bit of a Mitch Marsh clone. A lot of similarities there.
Probably played more midfield to date, I reckon. I would have thought. Banfield.
Played more midfield than Marsh.
I would have thought to date.
Interesting. Marsh played a bit.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think Banfield played most of the whole season, though. I followed Banfield much more closely. Oh, I'm including wing when I say midfield, but he played in the guts in the grand final. I think he played forward for WA.
Marsh is a better kick.
Yes, definitely.
But I think their contest and aerial game's similar.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I'm not 100% sure on Banfield's overall athleticism as well compared to Marsh.
I think
Marsh
he's a good all-rounder.
Yeah. Did Banfield win the 2K time trial at the state combine?
Oh, I think he might have.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he was actually really impressive.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah, yeah. He's definitely a power runner. I don't think he's exceptionally quick. He's not.
No, but it was the 2K.
Yeah, yeah. But his contest game is good. His aerial game's good. Ground level game, and kicking is tidy without being super damaging. So, I don't know.
Sure. So people are saying that Cow said Prindable. I think that's what's linking that.
Okay.
What does he know?
Yeah.
I mean, Collingwood famously pulled the bid in 2024 on Cochrane.
That's true.
Sydney did not match.
Ended up with him, yep.
Here we go.
Oh, Prindable gets to Collingwood. The bid is not matched.
And Brisbane do have picks to match that bid. So
yeah,
maybe they just like their other academy players. Who've they got? Isaac Waller.
Bridges?
Bridge.
Bridge or Bridges? Bridge. So, yeah.
They've got Prindable ranked 80.
Wow.
On Fox.
Who's ranking this? Who is Thomas Matthews?
He sounds like
above these guys.
Yeah.
This is another guy that you and me watched together here. Was that us? He tore it for Allies and kicked like 2 or 3 in a game.
He had a couple of good games, Prindable. Yeah. In the champs. A utility type again. I'd say he's around that 190 centimetre mark. Can run, has good overall athleticism. I would say that if you were knocking him down, why have they put Willem Drew as the player that he plays like? That is absolutely ridiculous. They just look the same. They actually physically look the same.
The Fox Footy graphics guy is scrambling right now.
That's crazy.
At least he's got a picture.
Yeah.
He's like a 190 utility. Drew's like a 180 centimetre midfielder.
Yeah.
It can play, but for Collingwood, I'd have thought that they would have gone for more of a ready-made mid, more so than that growth player, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I feel like they're a blank canvas.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But just the distinct lack of youth on that list. By the way, shout out to the 816 people we have watching. That is
Do we have 816 people
yeah,
watching?
that was a first for this channel. So thank you very much. Chuck a like on the stream if you don't mind. Thank you for being here. Also, check out Everything Essendon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Getting around to that. Another channel for you in the works too, Felix?
Yes, in the works. It was supposed to be out by now, but I've been slacking. I actually haven't been slacking. I've been too busy to start it up, but it's going to be, I think it'll be fun in 2026. It'll be mainly focusing on the draft because that's what I like talking about with footy.
Cool.
Just, not a specific Essendon channel as much as I like talking about the Bombers too.
Love it, mate. Love your work.
Nice.
Thank you.
One of the best in the business.
Are the Cats going Greaves here?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, surely.
Honour the name. Honour the name.
Hunter Holmes, also a possibility.
Oh, yes.
Rookie, surely.
Yeah.
Oh!
And you guys thought I wasn't a draft expert. You could see this coming though.
No, you could.
With like Geelong just like plucking him and watch him be a star.
Wow.
63 is low. I really like Hunter Holmes. I know that he doesn't really know how to properly play yet. You kind of get that watching him, but he's got some attributes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I get that joke, Wooden Spoon Data. Well done. He said, no shit, it's Holmes.
I don't get that.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
I can tell by your reaction you enjoyed that. Sorry, continue, gentlemen.
I talk about players that are like very technical and good on both sides of their body and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's not
Okay.
Hunter Holmes, but he has everything else. So like when you said that he needs to learn how to play football,
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
learning how to play football is probably a bit much. I paraphrase there.
I appreciate it. I
I
appreciate
know
it.
what you meant. Yeah.
Comparison to Sam
Sam
Walsh,
Walsh.
not very good either. To be frank, would you say that he's like Sam Walsh?
No, I wouldn't. Do you reckon he's going to play midfield?
No, not to begin with. He'll play wing.
But does he have scope to be a midfielder, do you think?
Yes,
Okay.
but he would have to get a lot better.
Yeah.
At creating for others, I would say he'd have to get better with his first possession work. But he would be a receive. Like you would want him to be a receive guy, very very quick.
Yeah.
I think he was 2.91 at the combine as well, and good overall athleticism. Good in the air. Did you make that graphic?
Oh, right.
I'm talking to what's his name again?
Mick Ablett.
Ablett.
Yeah.
West Coast back on the clock. It's be interesting. G'day, Niasha. Yeah, again, with this pick, it's probably like this is their second last pick. The other pick is in the 50s. We're about to hit the point where any pick after, any bid after 36, I think, is automatically matched by the club's next pick. So they may just draft Tyler Williams here. They may trade back. They may trade in the future. If they take an open pool player here, it's goodbye Tyler Williams and hoping that Evans and Manfield slip through.
Can I ask you what you hope they do?
There's a little part of me that wants Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves.
Yeah.
And if it's not him, then I hope it's
The
Tyler.
mystery box.
Yeah, I'd like one of those two players, the mystery box. A mystery box could be anything. It could even be a Tyler Williams. Wait, are you getting the Family Guy reference?
Yeah,
okay, thank
that's
you.
exactly where I was going with that.
Perfect, yeah.
I didn't know what it'd stick.
Yeah. No, I totally love that one.
Dersma, Duff, Tytler, Lindsay, and Allen. This might have overtaken North Melbourne. Maybe.
We had picks 1 and 2, of course we should have.
Threadgold and Dobberstein.
Yeah, I mean, I think North did exceptionally well. I do like that Sam Allen's a midfielder, and I think a small forward or a mid here again would probably just like balance it a little bit for me. But obviously from talent,
I didn't think
good.
you guys would have the balls to do Sam Allen.
I think it makes sense when you have the first three, like relatively safe, if you want to call them that. Those picks locked and loaded, then you take the risk on the fourth.
They're safe on consensus, aren't they? But they're not
Yes.
safe positionally.
Sure, yeah, I agree. Although Lindsay seems really safe in isolation, but the other two, yes, I agree.
Very high floor.
Yeah. Have to take the bloody elevator.
On the phone.
What's happening here?
I think we're probably trading into the future, if I had to guess. Or back and into the future. Or his wife saying, "Where the hell are you?" I didn't know the draft went 2 nights.
There's no time.
Hang on, I'm still in Melbourne, love. Yeah, curry sounds great tonight. Thank you.
Would Oliver Greaves be one of the best performed junior players if he's okay? We're at 34 and still nobody's clamouring to get him. Would he be, if he missed the draft, would he be the best performed junior player to not get drafted?
Maybe.
We were
I reckon
talking
you'd
about
find some
top 10
examples.
like 2 or 3 months ago.
Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I actually remember somebody on the show at one point, Jesse, asking, like, he kicked 4 goals, I think, in the Talent League finals.
Okay. Yeah.
And someone said, like, is that going to put him up to, like, the number 1 spot? And I think I said something at the time, like, I don't think with Oliver Greaves, like, a big performance is going to change anything.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. I remember you saying that.
But apparently it made things worse for him.
Yeah. No, that's too many goals. We don't do that on West Coast. I honestly think just sometimes you see, trading. That's predictable.
Yep.
Hawthorn.
Greaves.
Yes, surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
Or Philippou. Or
Tibbins Hargreaves.
We can go for a while here.
Wait, what's that? 52.
Okay, yeah. So we got a couple of round 3s. It's not particularly juicy, but I think we're about to hit the point, as I said, where we can match with 52 and 57. I think we have,
There's
whatever.
some good players on the board.
Yeah.
Not to take that pick, though.
I know, but we don't have a Oh, no, we do have a second rounder next year. Never mind.
Stop trying to spin it.
I supported it beforehand. Like I was like, if we trade into the future, it makes sense.
No, fair.
and now we don't necessarily miss out on Banfield, Evans, like these types. So I'm comfortable with
Who
that.
are we guessing here?
Greaves, surely.
Is there any chance it's just Ludovic?
Oh, they do. They got Schubert.
They got Schubert, yeah.
Or Heatherton?
Yeah, but they got
Could be Heatherton.
They got Shuey,
They didn't even need Schubert realistically. They've got plenty of good key forwards.
Max Krasnodamskas.
It'd be Hibbo or Philippou, won't it?
Philippou. This is expert analysis where we predict every draft pick before it happens.
You know what? He's a Hawthorn coded player though, isn't he?
Don't forget to say the name.
Jack Dalton.
Jack Dalton, sorry.
She's like, not all of you.
All of us at the same time. Yep. Good call.
Look at him go. So Jack Dalton is around the 180 centimetre mark. He's a accumulating midfielder, I would call him. He's got that left foot that he's just getting onto here now. But probably the thing with Dalton is he gets a lot of the ball. Does he hurt you?
Yeah. Well, is he going to play midfield? Do you reckon at AFL level? Or do you think he's going to be a half forward flank that they use? Because he's got a tank.
A real Billy Hartung type.
He's got a massive tank on him. I don't know too much about his high speed running, but of course at the combine he dominated. It was a 5:55 2K time trial, so he definitely can run. He's a good, clean footballer, and he'll go after the man. There's some similarities here to like a Dylan Moore? Would you say?
Okay. I don't know the prospect too well. I'll
That's
leave it
why
to you.
I thought he was Hawthorn coded because I can see him playing like as that Dylan Moore, Connor McDonald type. Probably not with the X factor and goal sense as those guys, but he's going to get up and back.
100%, and he'll hit the ground running.
Yeah,
He will play well straight away.
Yeah.
Good footballing type. Good brain.
I jokingly said Billy Hartung. Anything in that?
I actually saw that.
You did see that? I was wondering.
I didn't live though.
No,
I saw it back.
Okay, yeah. For clarity, I was in the Dan Does Footy chat while Dylan was on the show, and I was just messaging dumb shit. I wasn't sure if you were looking at the chat.
I wasn't in real time.
Yeah,
No.
fair.
Zach Merritt.
Yeah, he's the Zach Merritt replacement.
There you go.
Pick 34.
You don't need to waste all those picks.
Zach Merritt was pick 30-ish.
There you go.
Hey, the Sydney Swans. Wow.
Philippou.
Would not have expected Philippou to go to the Swans, particularly in a draft where they had like 4 academy players. Rory Wright's still around as well. Remember I took him for their second rounder?
He is.
Honestly, the highlights of Jevon Philippou are going to blow everyone away.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be like, why was he pick 1?
Yeah.
Is he a player that could make them better next year?
Sydney.
Yes.
I mean, he has got some serious pizzazz. Like, look at him breaking away here.
It's pronounced pizzas.
I didn't get that.
There's no substance to it.
Really?
You know what? In the town I used to live in England, there was a shop called Pizzazz. It was fast food. And I used to...
pizzazz.
I used to piss people off by going, hey, let's go to pizzas. And they'd be like, it's pizzazz. I'm so sorry. Continue what you were saying.
I just don't remember.
We're talking about him having pizzazz.
Yes. Look at the score involvements. 6.4
Yeah,
and
right.
a goal a game.
Yeah, it's pretty good for 22.5 disposals. So it's like 1 in every 3 possessions.
Yeah.
Just about.
Kicks him. He's got penetration. Kicks goals from outside 50.
Yeah.
Elliot Yeo's a good comparison.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'd see that.
Really?
Yo's a fair bit bigger, more,
He
more
is now.
physical.
But when Elliot Yeo entered the league, would
He's
he have
still always been 6'3" though.
height-wise.
Yeah, both,
sure.
but yeah. And I would say Phillip is probably better around goal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Because
that's not
Yeo was
one
more
that-
that half-back mid,
Yeah,
wasn't he? Where Phillip is more of that forward mid. But
Yes.
there are some similarities there.
Fair
I see,
enough, yeah.
With their marking ability.
Okay, yeah. So Essendon, the chat is asking you, Felix, who are we picking? How many list spots do you have left?
We've got 2 list spots left.
Yep. So
are we picking?
Hussein can wait.
He can wait.
Oh, Hibbins Hargreaves, you've been linked to him.
Yeah, I would be very happy with that.
Yeah.
That'd be a great draft.
You'd be second, I reckon, if you got that done.
Behind North.
Behind North.
I like
No
how
one's overtaking North.
West Coast doesn't cop a mention for having picks 1 and 2.
Top 5.
You guys did okay.
So I was watching a show today talking about who won the draft. It might have even been the Standards Footy. I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, it was. It was Xander Maguire who said it.
Oh, okay.
Talking about who won the draft, and it's like you have to exclude West Coast because they have picks 1 and 2.
Yeah,
And I was just like,
actually, I do remember that.
I was
now.
like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get what he's saying, but at the same time, it feels like we've been overlooked, maybe because we're so shit that nobody thinks
Yeah.
it's going to work out.
I do feel like the same thing happened to Richmond last year, though, with all of those picks, and people said we'll get rid of them because they obviously did really well.
I didn't remember people saying that, but I'll take your word for it. Fair enough.
I might have said it.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, we had different comment sections back then, so
What is
you're probably
winning
right.
the draft the
It
night
means
of the draft?
absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. But it's a catchy headline.
Yeah.
And we're going to use it for the title of our next stream. But
Yes,
pick
it will
is
be
it.
used.
Yeah.
There's Jevon Philippou, pick 35, rank 17. There is talent. There's always talent in the banana stand.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
This
I like
is-
it.
This is
Good call.
good.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
No, I like it.
Yeah. Max Condigianis.
Thank you.
Our producer is reminding us to say the player's name out loud if you're
Max
wondering.
Condigianis is a hybrid defender, 190 centimetres. He can attack and defend. He can lock down and play on those bigger bodied, taller key forwards, keep them goalless, but he can also play on the smalls as well. You could see him playing on like a Lockie Doveston type from a defensive point of view, but he gets up and down the wing. There is, without going too heavily here, a little bit of Josh Weddle about him.
Yeah.
Similar to Xavier Taylor, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is that, do you remember watching Champs and just seeing Max and Xavier Taylor and not being able to tell which one's which? Because like same build, like one was 22, one was 23.
I think, again, we watched that game together
Yeah.
and we actually both said in the particular game that we watched, I think it was against SA, that Condigianis actually was a bit better than Taylor in that particular game.
I think he had a better Champs overall.
He did.
He actually had the most intercept possessions for Vic Metro and also the most meters gained.
Yep.
So it shows you the player, like he doesn't just intercept, but he intercepts and goes.
Sure.
I really like it. I'm very happy with that.
Captain of
Nice.
the Carey Grammar APS side that was really good this season as well. I was impressed with him. I watched a few games at that level as well. So
And a bit of a Druzy fan, I've heard.
yes.
Yeah, recognised Druzy at a pub.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
You're a
cute.
Druzy fan.
It's like he's about to be a star.
fan of the show.
Yeah, clearly. We got a super chat. I just want to. We did sort of answer this before, so I'll really brush over it. Thank you, Lewis. Can West Coast still get their NGAs through the rookie draft? Not pick. NGAs can go to the Cat B list, and father son has to be normal rookie list. We have one spot on each, which means that if we want Tyler Williams, he probably has to go main list because then Evans goes to Cat B, Banfield goes to rookie. Cody Curtin's probably off the table now, unless we give up one of those players.
Yeah, Curtin's always in that group of forwards the clubs struggle with a little bit, don't they? Like I think Armu's going to be in that same company in this draft, like the bigger guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does that actually transition to the AFL when their main strength, which is their strength, kind of evaporates?
Do you ever see them miss out on a draft completely and come back, through SSP or mid-season?
Those bigger guys like that, the monsters.
Because I'm trying to think of ones in the past that have kind of just missed altogether.
Yeah, you know what? Like, if you look at those two key position forwards that we're talking about in Armu and Curtin, like size-wise, you probably look at them and say they're a bit like a Jed Walter.
Yeah.
They're maybe a bit taller than Jed, but Jed's got that speed.
Yeah, he's athletic.
Yeah. And as much as I was really, really impressed with Cody Curtin in the 2K time trial at the Combine. I thought he fought through that really, really well and put his best foot forward, but he's not quick.
Yeah.
Ben Brown, was he a mature age?
Yeah, he's from Devonport, Ben Brown. I just can't remember back at that point. Like I wasn't covering the draft or anything.
I can't really remember either.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a good answer,
Someone
isn't
said Tracy. Was he 18 when he got drafted? He was certainly a rookie draftee.
it? Yeah.
I can't remember if he was 18.
Was he that type though?
Probably distinctly different, yeah. But pretty physical. But he has other traits too.
Yeah. Because I think
Yeah.
like Ben Brown was never really a contested marker.
No.
He wasn't a body-on-body guy. He was more of a hit-up.
Lead up, yeah. True.
Tracy is that more physical type though. I agree.
Yes, yeah. But he also has other traits that probably separate him a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Joshua G says, Curtin going to Adelaide, I got mail. It kind of makes sense. Who else is there? I was going to say Philip Ube's gone now. Any other highly rated SA talents that are still there? It's crazy that Pickett was, I think, the second behind Cumming. Like he goes before Sharp, he goes behind ahead of Marsh, Schubert. Like,
it's
incredible, isn't it?
And like, SA won the champs and he wasn't part of it.
I'll throw some names at you. Nan was the other one, wasn't he?
Oh, sorry.
For Nan.
Yeah, for Nan. Oh my God. That is so much better than the Batman. No, it's not, actually.
It's not.
That's silly.
It's
but
really not.
That's pretty good.
Any other SA talent for the Crows? Sam Ainsworth,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, my boy.
shout out.
Yeah.
Jet Darlitz,
Yes, another one of my boys.
back flanker with a bit of height, interceptability.
Matt Leray.
Matt Leray,
Oh, yeah. Matt
Thank
Leray.
you, Punters
Yeah.
Paradise.
Good call.
Duffield,
Yes.
Elliot Duffield,
Jack Cook.
Jack Cook.
You're just making
I
up
like
names
Jack
at this
Cook.
I
point.
do like Jack
Yeah,
Cook too.
like he's just a footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that other? For some reason, his name's not coming to me. Was Cook number 2 for SA?
Yes. Oh, yes, he was. Are you thinking Candy right now?
No,
Because
I'm not.
I always confuse.
Yeah, I'm
Candy
kind of
and
hungry.
Cook.
No, I'm confusing 2 other players. Cook and
Same like style or
no, he's that little high half forward. It's not Cook.
I'm going to tinkle while you do this.
there's Kellaway as well.
Is it Kelly?
Kellaway?
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. Yeah.
Kelly, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly's a player as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kellaway. I don't think.
Oh, Blake Odeshawn Benia.
Oh,
No, he needs to be taken.
B.O.B.
Yeah, Bob.
I'm trying to think of that forward line now. So obviously Piker's gone.
Yeah, which is great.
I love that.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. Well done, Piker.
There's another midfielder.
So what was their main? It's crazy that Philippou didn't even play in that team.
Yeah, that was a good team.
Far out. But it wasn't coming in.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Allies Vic Metro for me who was going to win it. Like I wasn't even considering SA.
No. I thought Allies would win it.
Yeah.
Vic Metro were just bad.
Yeah,
weren't
they were.
They were putrid
Yeah.
in the champs.
Was that game that we watched their first game against SA?
Yep.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Oh, I remember that. And like we were getting frustrated because you had, I think Huss and Swade took most of the centre bounces from what we were watching.
Yeah, and I think Sam Grill and Greaves were like just not playing in the midfield at all. Like from
Roy
memory.
Wright wasn't playing in the
Roy
midfield.
Wright as well, yeah.
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 I think Greaves did.
Yeah, Greaves might have actually, yeah. But there were some centre bounces with Swade and Huss.
There were.
Yeah, going up against like Dyson Sharp and
Is the
stuff.
coach an
like-
Essendon fan?
Yeah.
Here we go. Reef Luke says Jacob Farrow. Cook, Captain Cook. People are on that. WA absent from this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farrow the only one. Eagles going to match on Williams.
Has he been the only West Aussie so far?
I think so.
That is crazy.
Anyone want a beer?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
Collingwood are on the clock, Jesse. 4 minutes to go.
What would you like?
Just a Little Creatures Pale Ale. If
Anyone's welcome to a Carlton Dry as well.
I saw one of the comments there talking about your Creatures Pale Ale before.
I'm a fan. It's a bit of a throwback.
Did you say pale ale, sorry?
Yes, please. Yep.
Vic, can I get you anything?
Producer Vic.
Yeah.
Get some vino running. Max Contagiannis ranked 60 for Fox Footy. That's obscene. That is.
I really like that pick, by the way.
That's a great pick,
I've
man.
talked about him a lot as someone, like, if we did have a late pick.
Do you think there was anyone before your pick, like after the first round, that if they were available, you would have taken them instead?
Like in the second round? Or
Yeah. Like between, so any of those guys like Threadgold or Philippou that went?
Yeah, like, I mean, them, Threadgold and Philippou, I reckon.
all of those names?
I do like Avery Thomas, but I think Max Contagiannis fits us better.
I still feel like Avery Thomas
Threadgold.
is like too projects for me
Yeah, I get it.
in that range.
And we've got a few projects. We've got a Mr. Sullivan Roby who's a project, and you can't have too many of those. I
Yeah.
think there's even a bit of a project with Max Contagiannis. Not a project, but, you know, he's not going to come good straight away.
He is a similar type to Angus Clark.
Yeah, I see that. He's probably a little bit taller, I'd say.
A bit
Yeah.
taller and a bit more defensive, where I'd say Clark
Yes. Yeah.
can be more offensive.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at Hawthorn as the model there, they have a lot of those types.
Yeah.
They love their running, tall, kind of medium hybrid defenders.
Yeah.
Pick is in, 37, Collingwood on the board. I think this is going to be Riley only. I'm
Yeah,
almost
they can only have one.
certain. Like it, Jesse.
Back
Good
for the
work.
jokes.
Who was their last pick, sorry?
They got the academy player, Printable, yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, I was about to segue into a little bit of WA being quite a bad recruiting ground in recent years.
Yeah.
That was the second West Australian picked. And, well, how many Queenslanders, New South Wales? We got a Tasmanian.
Yeah.
Bunch of SA talents, like 7 or 8 at least.
And that's the ready-made midfielder
Yes, true.
that they've picked up. That
Good
is
point.
the... what's
Get
his
him in
name?
your fantasy teams if he cracks a game early. This kid
Oh, yeah.
wins the footy like a few others. I
Yep.
think he had a game of 47.
We're
Sam Swadling.
talking about Sam Swadling here. He's just been drafted to Collingwood. 190 centimetre midfielder, contested player, a really creative handballer as well. I think that's his biggest strength. He probably doesn't win the ball on the outside as much and use the foot skills, but he's reachy, he's long. Why am I saying words that sound sexual?
They didn't sound sexual until you said that.
Yeah, good player though.
But you have been calling players chody, to be fair.
I have. He's a late player to football as well.
Swadling?
Is he?
Yeah, I believe so.
How late?
Oh, sorry, he's not. He's not a late,
Yeah, I
a late
wasn't
comer to football.
wasn't
He's
aware of that.
another one that's grown a lot.
Okay.
So other position and then gone in, similar to Roby.
Yeah. Ned Long 2.0. Do you agree with that?
I think he's a Ned Long replacement.
Okay.
He's an upgrade on Ned Long.
yeah, right.
Yep.
We've got a question on Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves. Why is he sliding, in your opinions? For me, it's probably just the risk and the lack of body work, like really finding the footy up to this point. Oh, you did talk about injuries before, didn't you?
Injuries
Sorry.
as well.
Yeah, you did say that.
So what are his specific injuries? Because I'm actually not sure.
Concussion.
Okay.
I think these are the big ones. So this year he had concussions. He had chronic calf stuff, and I think that's been going on for a long time. And he also had a broken arm. I don't think the broken arm is a consideration, but calves and concussion, is that a good combo? Probably not.
No. Concussion is definitely going to slide you
Yeah.
down a little bit.
And I do think that if you watch the way that Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves plays, if there was one thing that you were criticising him for, it would be that sort of robustness and inside contested game.
Got a couple of super chats here. Thank you, Bomberboy85. Firstly, Felix, would you have rather we take an NHH, Hibbins-Hargreaves, as opposed to Max?
Yes, probably. But I really like Max Contagianis, and Dylan's scaring me a bit with Hibbins-Hargraves.
Sometimes you don't. Well, I don't know who I really want until they're picked, and then I find I celebrate. I did that with Elijah Hewitt. He was a bit like Toomey had him at 23. We took him at 14, and I went yes. And I realized in that moment I was like, that's who I wanted.
Is that
And
a cognitive bias though? Because if you've waited till after you've picked them, don't you then?
No, because sometimes I'll go, ooh.
Oh,
Do you know what I
okay.
mean? So there's just an organic reaction within me that I'm not even sure is coming.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know much about Hewitt, and then I was like, yes. Wouldn't do that for
I
every
thought
pick.
it was one of those ones where you're like, at the end, I always like it.
Yeah,
it always
yeah.
turns
I mean,
out
that
well.
is true too. That is true too. And I do that on purpose because, like, I know better than West Coast. But Hewitt was an example, and you just did it there with Contagianis. Then, like, you celebrated, meaning you
didn't expect it, but when it happened,
you were actually happy about it.
Yeah.
I would have had other players above Contagianis, but I'm very happy with that pick.
I think that's about the right range.
Yeah, I agree.
Contagianis.
I've got him inside. I didn't release a top 30, but I did a top 30 where I had Contagianis inside it. and like,
Is it because you said inside it? I've ruined you, Dylan. I'm so sorry. Used to be a nice young man.
I've spoken a lot about Contagianis this year, so Bomber fans will probably know that I like him a bit.
Got another one here from Aquamate. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the donations generally. But yeah, thank you, Aquamate, for this one. As an Eagles supporter, I love that WA have such a poor representation in this draft. Might wake them up and invest more into their pathways. Queensland has officially overtaken WA. I agree with that, actually. And I do think that they need to be motivated to improve the pathways if we are falling behind the rest of the country.
What was the haul last year? We're talking Bo Allen?
Bo Allen was the first. Angove.
Oh, of course. He was a bolter.
Yeah, he was a bolter. Shit, I've started to forget now. Who did West Coast end up with? I think he was the only Bo Allen was the only West Australian.
Cale
Hamish Davis to West Coast late. He picked 66, so
Yeah.
not a very strong. It's like a proud footballing state. That's not a very good return, and it's most years now.
Yeah.
To be honest, that you get like a one or two first round.
I would say you've been the worst performed state team in the last two champs, right?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I remember maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the Allies beat WA, and I remember thinking, how the hell did we let that happen? And now it's common. It's just
given.
regular, right? Yeah. It's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, for the sake of the WA teams, sorry, what's happened here? Somebody's bid?
Brisbane are bidding on someone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's ironic.
Das Bidden.
To be fair, Jack Ison hasn't been bidded on. Max
That's true.
King.
Yeah, Max King's still there.
Wow.
He was considered like late teens, like when we first started doing mocks.
Who's that?
Max King.
Oh, he was top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone,
start of the year, yeah.
Everyone just thought he was going to play well. I guess you can. That's a good sort of lesson for how it can go. You can have a player like Dersma that comes into the season. Like if they don't play well, they can fall. All the athleticism in the world. And he did some things in the national championships, Max King, where you went, okay, I get it. Probably never really stepped into that midfield role, which I think everyone expected that he would do.
Pick is in.
Oh, so they've taken someone.
Is it Fincher? Someone's saying Fincher.
It could still be matched. It still comes up with pick is in.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
As I was saying off air, I didn't watch the draft last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you don't know until he goes up and then he says the
Am
team.
I wrong in saying that's changed? Because they used to actually tell you.
There you go. Now we know. No!
Oh! Kobe Evans.
Kobe Evans has been
Kobe
stolen.
Evans.
I think that's actually sloppy from West Coast.
This is the first time you're admitting it.
No, I criticises how we went about yesterday.
Okay.
And I criticised the trade last year. So I'll call it when I see it. I think Kobe Evans will prove to be a bit of a bargain there. And I have been saying all throughout I didn't want to miss out on him. Him or Banfield, to be honest, were my priorities.
Yeah, okay.
So I am flat with that. It was very hard to guess where Evans would go, but I think he has a lot of upside as a midfielder. And the reason it was difficult to tell where he'd go is because he played so little footy this year due to injury.
Say he's incredibly underexposed. I saw him play one academy game back from injury against Coburg, and he was just like, his time on ground was low. I barely saw him. So that was the only game in the flesh. And then he went back to WA, picked up another injury. And
I think,
No continuity.
I think he had 3 injuries this year. A back stress fracture and 2 others. I can't remember the others. I felt like he should have been.
We just need to, Hugo Garcia as a player compare.
Ooh, I would have
What
thought.
on earth?
Nah, that's a weird one. But I mean, this kid was like in the academy, like the AIS academy, and I really didn't know where he would go. We did a mock on Pommies, and Hayden took him for Geelong in like the top 30, and I matched it, if you remember. But
Jeez, I don't actually remember that.
wait, hang on. At pick 38, West Coast could have matched that with their next pick.
Yeah, I was going to ask, why do you think the Eagles didn't match that?
Okay,
Don't rate him.
it's
Do you think they're just waiting on Banfield?
well, there's
case.
Williams still there, so it may be
yeah.
Williams they're prioritising. Evans fits us from a knee point of
I was
view, and I
gonna
think
say-
there's upside. I don't rate that, to be honest.
That's a good looking sandwich there.
It is a good looking sandwich. I don't know if that actually suits Kobe Evans either. To go to Brisbane, he's not in that midfield.
We'll get him in as a delisted free agent when, like Devin Robertson. Yeah, I'm flat with that. I think I would have actually prioritised him maybe even first out of the 3. Banfield,
Interesting.
Williams.
Oh, it's going to be Tyler Williams.
Yeah, it
It'd
is.
be so funny if we didn't match it.
Yeah.
Are you surprised how late Williams has ended up here?
I was surprised to begin with that he was ever rated
In
that
the top,
early.
yeah.
So
I was a bit the same. I do rate him.
yeah, he is good. He is good. And I think he is best 22 at West Coast next year. That's how bad our small forward stocks are.
Yeah, I rate him higher than, say, a Malachi Champion
Sure.
from
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. Gets up at the ground a little bit more than a Malachi. So, yeah, I think so too.
You didn't crack that for me, Jesse.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't actually find the thing. Let me grab it for you.
Oh, sorry. You didn't have to.
No. Where is it?
Yeah. Thanks, mate. SHJ says, how is Ollie Greaves still on the board?
Brisbane love a bit of WA drafting. I feel like there's been a trend to that. Have we got a pick is in? Oh. Tyler Williams joins West Coast. That is West Coast done for the night. Just got to hope nobody takes Banfield.
Yeah.
I'm flat that we missed out on Evans, but Williams will be best 22, I reckon, just about. Played a bit of waffle seniors as well. What was I saying right before that? Oh, Brisbane have drafted like Tunstall and Devin Robertson and Kalen Lane and now Kobe Evans.
Yeah.
Just a bit of. You can tell when clubs have like WA networks. Like Richmond, like one year took Steely Green and Caleb Smith, and then to be fair, they didn't take Bo Allen.
It's funny how that can happen, isn't it? And teams can have, just based on where people that work for the club are based.
Yeah.
That can be where you actually recruit from heavily.
There seems to be a trend. We did have a couple of super chats as well. If my producer doesn't mind scrolling up, I think there's 2. If I had to guess. Yeah. Okay, we got Bomber Boy 85. Thank you so much. If Alashkar isn't bid on by 63, do you think Essendon take another player or pass?
I think at this stage, if there's a bid on El Achkar, which I don't know if there's going to be, you'd probably just... Or first, we'd have to trade into the draft again to match it because we don't have any picks out the back, I don't think, unless there's been a trade that we've missed.
Your next pick is 68.
Oh, so we do? Is that confirmed? Or
68, you're on...
Well, then, yeah, at this stage, if that's right, then we can just match it with pick 68. So I think we just do that. But I think the hope is we get to take another player in the draft and then rookie Hussein Alachkar as a category B. That would be ideal.
Who would be your preference for who's available?
Who's available? I mean, has Noah Hibbins-Hargraves been taken yet?
No, he has not.
Oh, my
No.
goodness.
Fremantle could get him at 40. We mocked him to them a few times.
Wow.
I'd be flat with that.
Here we go.
Somebody also said, is Vontae Mack and Bo Callahan drafted? Great reference. Great movie, Draft Day. Might watch that tonight if I can't sleep.
Never seen that.
Oh, I'd recommend it. It's NFL Draft.
Good movie.
I will suss that out. Brendan Lay, did you read that?
No.
No.
We might be on
Fremantle
here.
pick
We're
is
on here.
in.
Tyler Murray. Wow.
Who's that?
Tobin Murray. Okay. Tobin Murray has gained a lot of a big reputation this year playing VFL for Geelong.
Okay.
He was actually on the radar of clubs back in 2024 at the mid-season draft. He played, that Young Gun series that they have where they get all of the kind of above ages, over ages that have missed their draft year. They put him in a team and they play against like a Vic Metro sort of combined squad in a way. He played really well at that level. When you describe him on paper, I think sounds a little bit basic in a way. He's like a 180 centimetre kind of arc to arc midfielder, contest to contest guy, but very creative and can kick goals. And he's stepped up big time in 2025 for the Geelong VFL team. So big numbers at VFL level. And I think he's a guy that could step into a midfield role right away. This is a pick for the Dockers as a midfield depth option.
Okay.
It's almost a Will Brodie replacement in a way.
Yeah,
I would
wow.
say.
It listed as a general forward, but you don't think he plays that way?
Kicks goals,
Okay.
but he's more of a mid.
Yeah, fair enough.
They have Jack Ginnivan. Do you agree with that as who he plays like?
Nah.
I don't think you're going to agree with any.
Nah. I'd say he's like more of a high volume mid, but he can play that high. He drifts forward and kicks goals.
Yeah. Okay.
And could play that high half forward role.
So how old is he?
He'd be 21, I reckon. 20 or 21.
2005. Thank you to our producer for that information. Brendan Lee, sorry, just quickly. Thank you, Brendan. Says Fred Rodriguez, watching him weight like this is tough. His passion and talent deserve to be recognised. Yeah. I mean, like he was a pretty well performed player for WA, to be fair. Like as far as performance went this year, like he didn't really put a foot wrong. You'd think that maybe there's a similarity between him and like a Greaves in terms of their limitations and how that adapts to AFL level. I don't know if this is true, but there was a rumour that he didn't want to leave WA, which could also be a little factor here. So, and if he made that clear, I mean. So that obviously, like you don't often hear about WA players doing that, and it really minimises the amount of clubs they can go to.
Yeah, that is just a Victorian thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, Wingard did it.
Did he?
Yeah, but when GWS had the 5 picks.
Right, okay.
And then Wingard went at 6.
Let's
but
be
you're
real,
right,
though. It's a Victorian thing if you're a top prospect.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if the Fred thing is true. I've heard it from a friend who is connected. But of course, I don't know that to be true. And secondly, there could be a very valid reason to make a call like that if you're from WA and there's only 2 clubs from WA.
Yeah.
There have to be legitimate reasons.
That's a big part of it, isn't it? Because if you're from a non-Victorian state, you've kind of got to prepare yourself, mentally prepare yourself before the draft. Whereas a Victorian kid, most likely they are going to stay.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
So,
except for the country kids, which is why I think clubs such as West Coast draft heavily from Vic Country.
Yeah.
If you look at our list breakdown.
it just seems to me like it's very interesting. I know people have very specific issues, but yeah, if you're from say SA and you don't want to leave SA, or you're from Vic to go to SA, like you're going to be well paid anyway. So visiting and stuff like that is going to be pretty comfortable for you.
Yeah.
To be able to bring, like, the club is generally going to help you as well with stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just seems strange that you'd particularly want to stay.
Yeah.
Tobin Murray, though, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I can't say I know much about him at all.
AFL website doesn't have picture to any position.
No picture or position. So they're
Right.
calling him a general forward. I would call him a mid.
It was that
King.
the Saints have bid on someone. Is that what's happened? Or somebody else has bid on him.
Was it St Kilda picking?
They're on the board. so
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yes.
yes.
it's the Saints.
So Greaves, Hippens Hargreaves. Bid for Banfield, says Woody. I really hope that's a joke.
Wow.
Because we absolutely cannot match anything now. We're out of list spots.
What does St Kilda need? Is this their first
Money?
pick in the draft?
Premierships.
I mean, Ison still hasn't been bidded on either.
That's
No.
true. Yeah.
That could be it.
Jack Ison.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yep.
this is their first
Okay.
pick.
All right,
Kilda's
thank
first
you.
pick.
Wow. Pick is in. It's very quiet in those St Kilda rooms. Corey Enright, I see. Silvani.
Fincher hasn't gone, has he?
No. But there can't be because that's their player.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, you guys are fucked, Dad.
Woody said it that as well. Charlie Banfield has been drafted by St Kilda. I'm flat with that.
The Mitch Marsh clone.
You know what though? Like
Don't.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm doing the opposite.
Okay.
West Coast went into this draft with 5 list spots that could have easily been extended to 6 or 7 had they moved Jamie Cripps to the rookie list. And we've all been talking about it online.
Yep.
Why the hell did West Coast not move a veteran 33-year-old who's not going to get poached by another club to the rookie list for this exact scenario? The only explanation is they don't rate, well, they actively didn't match Evans, and Banfield could have been just bad luck. But
Do you think there's any chance that they
preparation.
didn't match Evans to get Banfield and now this has happened?
No, because they matched Williams in between.
True.
So like it would have been to preserve Williams, but they, like I've been saying it in my previews, I was like, I foresee that we're going to miss out on one of them, but we've missed out on 2 of them. And I think, well, I'm not an expert, but I don't like it.
Wow.
In time, we will see how much this really matters, but Evans and Banfield felt like important priorities for me.
Can I just say, he was just compared to Luke Parker on the graphic.
No. I think Embley, but like from a bygone era, but like hard running, overhead marking wingman.
I've made this same comparison with Mitch Marsh, but like there's a bit of Dan Curtin there. I know Dan Curtin's got a bit of height on him.
Yeah.
So would you have rathered, who do you take? Would you have rathered Williams or Banfield?
I think Banfield, but I could be wrong on that. But I probably, it's a bit hard to remember Drew as a player. So like there's a little bit of a romantic notion there.
Yeah.
But I mean, West Coast let this happen. So I can only imagine they think this is the best decision. But had they moved Billy Cootie.
Billy Cootie. All right. Norwood, midfielder.
More like Killy Booty.
Plays for the Redlegs. That is so random.
Is he an overager? Because I don't know.
Yes, he's 20, early 20s. He'd be 22. Thank you. 23. So that is so random. He would 100% get through to the rookie draft. So, wow.
I thought they were going to take the piss and get Noah Hibbins-Hargraves alongside Philippou there.
Fair, yeah.
What did Noah Hibbins-Hargraves do?
I don't know. Yeah,
He's done something.
His interviews must have been,
horrendous.
Reef Luke dropped $5 to say, I'm going to throw up. Thank you, Reef. Appreciate
West Coast
you.
fan?
Yeah. I think. Pretty certain. Wow. Sometimes hard to keep track, but yes.
Billy Cootie was the, I think he might be captain at Norwood potentially. I think, or he's in the leadership group at Norwood. So he's a young player with leadership capabilities as well.
Okay.
He's kind of, how would you describe him? I think he's a bit smaller. I don't know too much about him, but I think he's a bit smaller. And when I've seen him play, there is just energy as well.
Okay.
But like league footy, 23, it's a strange pick.
There we go, 179 centimetres as a midfielder. I mean, if he is just a mid and they see him as a mid, you think it's probably a depth pick more than anything else?
Yeah, I don't remember him kicking goals.
Remember the Swans last year went Riley Bice in the national draft?
Yes. Was that a surprise though? I don't remember.
A little bit. I mean, he was obviously really well performed and part of that Werribee Premiership team. But I think given the context of that draft being so strong, it was a little bit unusual for them to go for that player.
Okay.
Brisbane's pick is in. I want to address the chat after.
This will be
Cody Curtin, WA connection.
again.
Yeah. They do, like, particularly late in drafts. Don't mind drafting out of WA.
This is a good pick for me. I like this.
Yeah. When you're the Brisbane Lions, you can go for a project as well.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, he's physically developed. If anything, probably want to slim him down and work on his, running capacity. But
This doesn't happen very often, but to watch someone run a 2K time trial, not even do particularly well, but be super impressed. That was me watching Cody Curtin at the draft combine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just that. What did he run in the end? I think he ran a 6-minute 45 2K time trial. He spewed up afterwards. He just gave it absolutely everything. And I think that kind of summarises his football ability. He just works really, really hard.
yeah.
And if there's a team and a system that's going to get him right, it's going to be a Brisbane. to be fair. So
I drafted him for Sydney and Pommy's mock. At 60, to be fair. So 43 is a bit earlier than
the one
expected.
that we all did?
Yes.
Yeah, right, okay.
He is a different type for Brisbane too, because they've got sitting there obviously Logan Morris and Gallup, who are that more athletic, smaller, undersized guys, and then Cody Curtin sits there as that sort of beacon.
Allen as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, of course, with the older guys. I mean, Cody Curtin will take some time, I imagine, to blood in.
Yeah, no, it's probably a good timing. Just big shout out to Toby Payne. Thank you so much for that. He says, cheers, lads. Absolutely love this show. Thank you, Toby.
Thanks so much, Toby. I've noticed a couple of comments from Toby as well.
Yes, lovely. I really appreciate you and all the support we get. And Bomber Boy says, how has Oliver Greaves not been taken? I kind of saw it coming. I feel like we've alluded to it a little bit. That being said, there's been players drafted before him that I don't know about. So
I didn't think that he'd drift too far outside the 30.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, neither did I.
Yeah, but I didn't think Hibbins-Hargraves would even drift outside the 30, if I'm being honest. And he hasn't. Yeah. Yes. Hey, did they say who he plays like? Did they give him a little graphic?
I looked away, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So who were you in the mock draft? You were Sydney and West Coast?
Sydney and West Coast, yeah. And I matched Evans and I let Williams go.
Oh, so you did the complete opposite.
Yeah, and I drafted Banfield outright.
Yes.
Late in the draft, I did pick Hibbins-Hargraves at 13 though.
For West Coast?
Yeah, for West Coast. Crazy.
Who's this?
Southport player.
Oh, Ty Hay or...
Brisbane have selected. We're just waiting to hear confirmation.
Ty Hayes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Rank 64. Do you know much about Ty Hayes?
No, I heard Southport and I know that's Ty Hayes, but I know nothing about him. We're going to need Dylan to rush back.
Yeah. Once he's finished his tinkle.
I know that he's calm, he's got vision and work rate, and there's question marks over his kicking.
And I'm getting mid vibes as well.
Not sure what he looks like.
Yeah. He looks very bit blue in that picture.
And he plays exactly like Xavier Dersman.
Yeah, it's true. And they spelled Xavier wrong.
Yeah, they did.
There's been a lot of typos in this coverage, to be honest.
Tell us about Ty Hayes, Dylan. we were banking on you.
I'm more of a Coates Talent League man.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You get heavily, as an individual covering the draft, you get pretty extended when you start to go into
Southport,
VFL and state league players.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't help there. Rank 64 on the Fox ratings.
937 in the chat. Thank you very much to everyone who has been a part of it, and our wonderful guest and our wonderful producer.
This is a good night.
This is big.
Absolutely loving this. I feel like night 2 of the draft is always so fun as well. It's just, there's teams having swings here.
Yeah, true.
Yes!
Hey,
That's
I
a great
forgot
pick.
about Taylor Burn, to be
That is
honest.
a great pick.
I forgot about Taylor Burn. Good result.
Okay, is there a serious possibility that a few of these like guys that we thought would be in the 20s are going to go to the rookie draft?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like, tell us about Taylor Burn.
Yeah, so Taylor Burn is a very, very small forward, but he does run through the midfield here, as we can see. He can kick off both sides of his body, but the redeeming factor of Taylor Burn when you watch him play is just how hard he works, how hard he goes at the ball. Look at this. Look at this goal. Opportunistic. If people are watching the broadcast, you can see that little snap there, the dribble goal. He's got a lot of party tricks, but I think that the big thing is the physicality and the work rate that he brings for sure.
Would you say he plays like Sean Manor? That's what they came up with, not me.
I think a better Taylor Burn comparison is Tom Papley. I think he's a bit more speed and power, whereas Manor's a little bit more enduro based.
Yep.
Less of a high forward, but he can play. He can run through the midfield, so I do get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is some melting on the Eagles big footy board.
I'm sure there is.
I mean, there is a chance we're getting overly fixated on some academy players that were not that highly rated. But at the same time, I objectively just looked at those players and I thought, yes, get those guys.
Get those guys.
And it feels a little bit sloppy. That's it.
I think the one thing that really got my attention was thinking about the Patterson thing. If you wanted Adensall, that's a miss.
They can have Adensall, but I wanted Charlie Danfield. Legitimately, I would have preferred that. But I don't know. Obviously, there's a little bit of a romance in the father-son. I remember Drew very fondly.
Sure.
But Kobe Evans as well. So
the super chats are flying around at the moment. Michael Bluth.
He's got a great call.
Michael Bluth.
Got a great call. Collard, Boxall, and now Banfield. So for anyone unaware, Collard was our NGA that they picked earlier than we could match. Boxall was a player that we were going to take, it was rumoured, and St Kilda live traded to get ahead.
Wow.
And now Charlie Banford, you dogs. Well, they were all going to end up at West Coast anyway.
Oh, they just took
Ooh.
their own.
No, the Bulldogs
that was
took him.
a bid.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Western Bulldogs ended up with Kobe Coulson.
No, I think Gold Coast took him. They
Gold
so-
Coast match.
Oh, sorry, I misheard that.
I just thought they
Yeah.
actually just took him. I thought they were on the board.
Yeah, no, I missed that.
Didn't realise that was a bid. Kobe Coulson, I guess similar to Adamsel in a way. He's kind of that just contest to contest midfielder. He's there with Zeke Hewland actually at the moment.
Oh, there you go.
He's pretty athletic though. Really good agility, really good high end speed. I just don't. The problem is with the Gold Coast. I think Coulson would have been so much better for someone else because they just have so many mids like this. He's not particularly good by foot or anything like that. And if you look at the overall balance of their midfield, they're probably looking for. I mean, they just have so much talent, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So is that 5 academy players they ended up with now?
Yeah, they got them all.
Who was the fourth?
Murray, Adamsel,
Murray, Adams. Oh, that was 4 and 5.
Patterson,
3 and 4.
Newland,
And Coulson. Was there? I thought there was one other I'm missing, but no, I think you're right.
No,
that's
that's
5
it.
anyway.
That's
Yeah,
it. 5, yeah.
Far out. What a
Yeah.
what a competition we have where team that wins a final trades in Christian Petrarca gets 4 first rounders.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Did they let anyone go? I don't think so.
So they lost pick 7 and 8, which is redundant anyway because
Yeah.
they got Patterson and Newland.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they got all the picks. I was doing their mocks with some of those simulators during
Yeah.
the week, and they were running out of points almost after Patterson and Newland.
Well, I think they did some live trading on the night.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't.
What do they do though?
Because going into the draft, you can only have as many picks as list spots you have. But once the draft starts, you can flesh those out and you can trade 1 pick for 5 picks and get more points.
Yeah,
Does that make
okay.
sense? So there are lots of little stinky levers you can pull.
Sure.
Samantha Jane, thank you so much once again. Feeling flat after Banfield. Hope we beat St Kilda next year. Oh, again.
Oh, yeah, that was
again. That's true. Yeah, maybe this is them their revenge.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did lose the comment there. No, that's okay. but I have good commentary to listen to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, SJ, for your support now and always.
Love that one. I'm all
Just
right.
Luke and Riley.
We had another comment there from Michael Bluth, which is an Arrested Development character name.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, which one's Michael Bluth?
That's the main guy.
Jason Bateman?
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Nice.
exactly.
Very handsome young man this guy is.
He is,
It's almost
isn't he?
kind of intimidating. Stop looking at me.
Perfect teeth.
Feeling inadequate.
Who's the most handsome
Anyway.
player in the draft? Sullivan Roby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Good-looking
call.
guy.
I was actually saying to Drew's last night, I was comparing him and Archie Perkins. One funny anecdote I remember, Archie Perkins, prior to his draft, his agent, whoever that is, I never remember who those guys are, but
Yep.
his agent said, all the boys want to be him and all the girls want to be with him. About Archie Perkins. And I was like, that is a fucking weird thing to say about a player who's like about to go top 10 in the draft.
It reminds me, in the film Moneyball, where
Yeah,
those
yeah.
like the old school recruiters
Yeah.
going through the players, and
Yeah.
they're like, he's not confident. He doesn't have a hot girlfriend.
I've never forgotten that as well. I was
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, he's got low confidence.
Low confidence.
Ugly girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a 5.
Yeah. Moneyball's a good film, but again, recommend Draft Day. Kevin Costner. The actual things that happen in the movie are ridiculous, like the trades that happen. You're like, this would never happen. But it's fun. It's fun.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I
I
reckon
better watch after this. I'll watch it when I get back as
I
well.
usually watch it like every draft day, or like in preparation for it, just because it gets me a little excited.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then the Eagles go and do this.
So 47, we got another bid happening.
Yep.
That's North Melbourne again.
Must be Max King.
Oh, North Melbourne.
We said that about so many teams.
Who do you want?
Oh, yeah, North Melbourne.
Okay.
Who's available?
Hibbo.
Hibbo, yeah. Greaves.
But I reckon we'll take.
You probably wouldn't
I do
go
not want
Greaves.
Greaves.
Wow.
I don't want Greaves.
No, I can understand that, but it's pick 49 or whatever.
I mean, who does Greaves get into our midfield over?
No, I totally get it. Yeah. Positionally, it doesn't make sense, but it's talent.
I think one that North. I mean, there's obviously Ludovic. There's Liam Heatherton.
Oh shit!
Has Ludovic not been
You got to go
taken?
Ludovic.
Oh my god.
That's a great call.
I know who I want. Rory.
Oh yeah.
Rory,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Rory. Do it. Make it a perfect draft.
We've got 3 super chats here.
Oh, so we've bid here.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is King.
Surely. Imagine you got him.
That'd be.
How'd you feel about that if you got him? Oh, no.
Oh,
Ison.
Ison.
So Carlton have matched a bit for Ison for those watching.
Ison?
Well, it's pick 47. But I get your point, yeah.
Yeah.
Gritio says, who are the best small forwards still on the board?
So Piker's gone. Taylor Burns gone.
Gone, yeah.
Doverston's gone.
Yeah.
Pickett's gone.
Yeah, you've got Leon.
Leon
Kickett,
Kickett, yeah.
Kickett.
and Hussein, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hibbins Tiger is not really a small forward, but maybe you could
More
cram him in
utility,
there.
yeah, but
Yeah.
not a pure small.
Yeah. That's what I tell the ladies. That's what I tell the ladies. No. What happened?
Oh, just a girl came in from the side and just sort of one-eyed the camera. On the left.
It ruined my joke. I was making a funny one. I was making a funny joke.
So Jack Ison has just been matched. North Melbourne popped a bid, ranked 27, and he's gone at pick 47. A big-bodied inside mid with a nice left foot kick. I think he's got a lot of improvement still left in him. He's quite raw. I just remembered also, here he is, Riley Onley's still on the board too.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Yeah. Happy with Onley if that's the way it went?
Yeah, I don't think it's a need
No.
when you're looking at pick 47, but like he's pretty talented.
Yeah. We've got a couple of nice super chats here. Brad Cheney says, keep up the amazing works, boys, from a Carlton fan from Adelaide. Thank you so much, mate. And we got Michael Bluth again with a donation saying there's always money in the banana stand. Thank you so much.
If you know, you know.
Is that a reference to
That is
Arrested
Arrested Development
Yeah.
joke. I made that joke on the stream before. And
You did?
you?
Nobody referenced
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry.
No. I've seen it, and it's mildly enjoyable. More of a Parks and Rec.
It's a bit
man.
better than mildly
Yes.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Who are North going to pick here?
What are we going to use for the donation money, guys? I think I'm going to need a bladder replacement for the amount of tinkles I take on an hourly basis. I'm going again. Don't
Mate.
steal any more Eagles NGAs, guys.
Go and enjoy yourself in there.
Okay.
Who are we taking here?
now that you said that.
Is this your last pick in the draft?
I believe so. Yes.
It would be weird if you didn't take a midfielder.
Yeah.
Like I know you shouldn't, but
just
it
for
would.
tradition.
Yeah, like would you trust North Melbourne if you didn't take a midfielder?
No, there'd be something weird
Yeah,
going
there'd
on.
be something fishy going on.
Okay, acceptable picks here for me. Noah Hibbins Hargraves.
Yep.
Rory Wright.
Yep. And okay, I got a question on that. So you're a big Rory Wright fan.
Yeah.
Do you? Because I did this with Harley Barker. Like I linked him to Essendon just because I liked Harley Barker. Do you want Rory Wright because he's good for North, or because you just really like Rory
really
Wright?
like him.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Full disclosure.
yeah. And at pick 48, that's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who hasn't been covered as well. I'm just thinking of players that floating around the Coates League and stuff like that. Jack.
Oh, Jack Ison.
Oh, I thought they interviewed him before. Sunstripe says Mick Ablett's comparisons are trash. I tend to agree. Unless it's just a graphics guy in the background. Matt Leray, I wouldn't love Matt Leray. He's probably around this mark though.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that he's slipping through the rookie draft. I like him.
Could North take a Blake Ochonbenia as a halfback?
Oh, has he played halfback?
Yeah.
Hey, yes.
Yeah.
I've only ever really seen him because I didn't watch too much North.
He's a pretty tidy kick.
Yeah, he's a good player. I really like him.
It's not that we like absolutely need a halfback, but McKirch has played a lot back there. Sheasel
Yeah.
floats back there. So do you want to just keep them up the ground further?
Yeah, he's a bit of a playmaker too.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like Iniesta.
Yes.
Oh, you guys and your soccer references. He does that a lot too.
yeah.
Like he gets the ball and like
midfielder.
yeah, and he just
Yeah.
scans. Like he'll get the ball and like he just
Scans.
like
Yeah.
Set piece specialist.
Yes.
Pick is in for the North Melbourne Football Club. It's been a good draft so far.
What are we going to do if this is Rory? Oh my God.
I bet it's Wes Wally.
I hope it's not at all. I don't love Ludovic or Heatherton here.
No? Didn't you take... I thought... Oh, no, you took Emmett actually for them in the mock.
Yeah.
What about Marcus Krasnodanskis?
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
quite
that'd be
sexy.
cool. Yeah. Do you have any developing rucks? Oh, you have Goad.
Go.
Oh,
That's
Makunda.
sexy. That is sexy.
Yeah.
Score involvement machine.
I actually forgot about him.
that
Yeah,
real,
so did I.
that real connection piece going inside forward 50.
But you got Spargo,
I know.
the man they call Bubble.
Is this the guy? Could Makundu usurp Charlie Spargo in the North Melbourne team?
That will be
Never.
a big talking point ahead of round one.
Now, this guy's good. He's got decent pace, but I think overall it's his decision making and his creativity that what North are buying here. Kicking the ball inside forward 50. How tall is Makundu? I think he's probably 178. I don't like that comparison particularly either, other than the position that they play. Connor McDonald.
Not going to lie, he looks different to what you'd expect with the surname Makunda.
What were you thinking, Jesse?
I don't know.
No comment.
No.
I always get him and Mella confused. I don't know why.
I don't get them confused as players, but I get them. I always think that Makunda's a Geelong NGA.
Yeah,
And that's Mella. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So did I. I must have got that from you because in my head I thought he
Yeah, I
was.
might have said that.
Yeah, I would have only got that from you.
Yep.
We have a super chat from Aiden Christmas. Thank you so much for this super chat and all the others as
Good
well.
name.
But thank you, Aiden. Yeah.
Should change
No.
it to Aiden Draft.
Draftmas.
Draftmas.
Oh, because it's Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. G'day, guys. G'day, lads. Love your work. Thank you, Aiden. If Wally gets to the rookie, can the Eagles match even if we don't take him the first pick of the rookie draft? Yeah, so he will automatically go to the Cat B rookie list and then we can still take a rookie draft selection instead. Or in addition to, rather, not instead. So, yeah.
Max King has to be.
Is this a bid from whom?
This is a bid from Adelaide Crows.
Oh, yeah.
He would
So
be.
Greaves is ranked 18, 21 Heavens Hargreaves, Max King at 23, Ludovic 29, Lashkar 33, and Rodriguez interestingly 34. There's still some like sliders if you want to call them that.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I get Rodriguez. I didn't expect him to go, but Greaves played some seriously good footy.
Yeah.
Leader of that Eastern Rangers team. We've seen all the guys go from that team.
Someone said Japanese for the surname Makunda. Is that possible?
It sounds
It
Japanese.
could be. It does. Yeah. I actually thought African, to be honest.
Oh, no, I thought Japanese.
Yeah, right. I'm obviously wrong, but there you go.
They've matched
I
Max
talked
King.
through that. Sorry. Max
No, that's
King.
okay. Max
Yep.
King has been matched. It's finally happened at pick 49. A tall type forward, not particularly a key. Someone that can go through the midfield, but probably just hasn't really done it. He's been inconsistent this season. But you can see from the highlights, a lot of athleticism. He can run a 20-metre sprint in 2.8. He can, fly at the ball. His vertical leaping and stuff like that is really high end. And he's got a highlights reel. Just hasn't put it together this season.
Fox rank him at 23 and he's picked at 49. One thing I'll say about the Fox ranking, actually plucking one single memory, Dylan Moore went at pick 67 or something and Fox ranked him at 12 that year and that actually ended up being a pretty good ranking.
Well.
Yeah, but I mean Dylan Moore was an exceptional player, so Fox was closer to the mark than the actual draft.
Yeah.
Matthew Webber has dropped a donation. Thank you so much. West Coast being pick 1 Wooden Spooners, losing our captain for pick 2, is covering some truly woeful drafting / list management. I should be stoked with Dersma CDT, but the shine has come off today. I feel negative as well about these outcomes of the NGA and father-son prospects slipping through. I can only imagine West Coast has made a deliberate decision to let this happen or, accept that it's going to happen as the Adelaide Crows pick is in.
Oh, was that Roy Wright? Sandringham? Wait, who?
Ludovic.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Archie Ludovic has been drafted by the Adelaide
Crows.
Crows at pick 50.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Marsh and Ludovic. Wait.
Yeah. Who did we say? We thought they might have bid on, or they did bid on King.
Yeah.
They were the team. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's right.
Yeah, no,
So
that makes sense.
Good selection. Bargain as well.
Yeah, what's it? 198 centimetres, I think, is Ludovic. 197 I've got listed here at the moment.
I bet they had this earmark for Curtin, this pick.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon there's a good chance. Yeah.
Bring him and Dan
it makes
together.
sense. It makes sense. We
Yeah.
do see clubs do that, so I'm not completely plucking that.
I mean,
Brisbane drafted Tom
Hunter
Berry.
Holmes.
Yeah, Tom Berry as well was another one that just comes to mind. Corey Warner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a bargain for where he was rated coming into the season. You can see it here. He's tall and he's athletic. He's got a bit of Cadman about him.
Okay.
I think with the movement and stuff like that and the reach. He's not like, he's got some deficits. I think like his contested marking, he double takes the ball a little bit. He's not a perfect forward, but his athleticism allows him to do stuff like get up the ground, get ground balls and stuff like that. And he's really competitive as well. So I think clubs see him as someone they can work with. But obviously with injury, didn't really get to put it all together.
And his competitiveness really, I think everyone saw that in the academy games against the VFL teams.
Yeah, he was one of the best performed forwards
he was
in
great
that.
in those games.
Yeah, I remember, I think Curtin played more as a key back from memory in those games. You had Heatherton, who was really highly rated at the time as well, but Ludovic shined.
Yeah.
So I'll just finish off the Matthew Webber response. On the list management stuff, like in time, this may not matter. I also, just from a talent ranking point of view, didn't like the way this played out. But in time, it's a good chance that none of it means anything, and it only matters how those top guys really go.
It's
to be honest,
like that's the thing with list managers and recruiters, though. They can hide so much, can't they?
yeah. I think West Coast rankings though have been weird. Adensall at that range, Harry Dean at that range, and letting Kobe Evans and Banfield go. I can't get my head around it, but I'm not the expert.
What do you put
here.
it down to?
Just their own subjective view of the draft, which seems very weird. I
Do
can't
you find
see
that weird, though, as a team, that can happen? Does that mean that there's too many individuals in there that are having too much say?
It's possible. It's possible they've also been given an outline of types of players to go for, and I haven't worked out the pattern at all, but maybe they're a little bit more binary
It
about
seems
like,
to be shit players. They're like
yeah.
shit players.
Well, I don't like it, but I have been wrong plenty of times, even with my own club. RJS, thank you so much. Why do West Coast Eagles take Tomo now we have no time? Oh, tomorrow. Who do West Coast Eagles take? Wes Wally will likely be Cat B. That means we have one pick. I reckon Tom Blamires from the VFL could be an option there.
Okay. Yep.
And Redback Spider also dropped a donation. Thank you, saying Makunda
Love you.
forever. And we have another
What
one.
draft
Sorry.
North Melbourne have had?
Yeah.
Am I overplaying that?
Wait, who's the third player they got?
Makunda.
Oh, Makunda. Yeah. Well, I don't know much about Makunda, but Doveston and Threadgold is an absolute slam dunk.
And Makunda, that connection piece.
Yeah. The Spargo apprentice. Sorry, one more super chat. Thank you so much. We've had really good contributions from you guys tonight. Aquamate. Jesse, I can't wait for a review. I can't believe we lost Banfield and Evans. Yeah, look, I've said my bit. I do agree with you right now, Aquamate, but we will see in time.
This will be Rory Wright. Giants on the board at 51.
Oh,
this will
yep.
be Rory Wright.
Oh, they've traded.
They traded it, did they?
Yep. No, they've traded in. So, yeah.
This will be Rory Wright.
Yep.
Rory.
What makes you so confident it's Rory Wright?
They like him.
Okay.
He's very much a Giants player. You saw they like utility players. They don't necessarily like drafting to position. The only other one I can see them going for here is Greaves.
Do you think they'd do that with Oliver and Green?
Yeah, it's a lot of those
Oh, I
guys.
forgot about Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
I think this will be. I'm fairly confident this is Rory Wright. Who else could it be?
Evans Hargreaves could still be there. He is there, but he could be a player that
That's a good point.
maybe. But we've been saying that for 25 picks now.
yeah. Do they just sort of see Hibbins Hargraves there and they're like, fuck it?
Yeah.
I mean, surely at some stage a team does that just for upside.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. With both of those players, do Giants have another pick after that? They do. They might get Rory Wright later.
Yeah, maybe.
If they use it, there was only predicted to be between 55 and 60 taken in the draft. So
We're really getting down to it here.
Yeah.
Joshua says he has mail that Curtin was supposed to go to Adelaide. They promised. There you go. So as I said, like Pit 50, which was Ludowick, maybe that was going to be Curtin. Curtin at 43 was like Curtin and Kobe Evans before and Swadling before Hibbins Hargreaves. Nobody would have predicted that at the start of the day.
and Billy Cootie
And Greaves.
There they are, the Giants, guys. Noah Hibbins Hargreaves.
That does look like the AFL website, by the way.
It really does.
It definitely is. That definitely is the AFL website.
And
It's
there's
got
that
up.
blank. There's always that blank silhouette.
Yeah.
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 That must. Oh, yeah. That must be the platform that they do They select the players and then it obviously goes in. Here we go.
We're probably in our last 7 or 8 picks here, I reckon.
Finn Davis. They have selected Finn Davis from the Western Jets, a rebounding defender, very, very athletic. He actually comes from an athletics background. A bit of a Jevon Philippou in that sense. I think he did decathlete type stuff, but particularly high jump.
Is that 3 plays in this draft that were decathletes?
Is there a third?
I think so.
Avery Thomas.
I want to say Avery Thomas.
Avery
yeah,
Thomas
I was
also
about to
did
say
that.
Avery Thomas. Yeah. That's weird.
Big athletics background.
Yeah.
So again, that hybrid defender type. We talked about it with Kondagiannis.
Mm-hmm.
That type of player that can run the ball out, but also play on tools and smalls as well.
Okay.
So a bit of a theme with their couple of picks there with Oscar
Nothing
Taylor.
like
Luke
Luke Ryan.
Ryan.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Luke Ryan is like the least athletic player.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not a run and carry player. He's a mark and rebound and
Yeah.
Even Luke
use the
Ryan
ball.
in that photo looks unsure about that comparison. Traded up to get him as well.
Yeah. Rank 81. I'm happy for him. That is the highest Western Jets player, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because Burton hasn't been taken yet, has he? I don't think so.
No Burton. No Thomas McGuan.
No McGuan.
He would be the next. The other one would be Oscar Ainsworth. That would be a shout,
Yeah.
but yeah,
just a
interesting.
couple of picks. 2 similar. Well, it's 2 rebounding players for the Giants.
Rogue
Yeah.
Riot keeps asking about
Tingus Pringus.
Tingus Pringus. I assume
Is
he
that a
means
real person?
Time Printable. Oh, who Collingwood took.
Yes.
He's a big
Yeah,
Collingwood
Rogue's
fan.
a Collingwood man, so that makes sense.
He's an interesting one. Time Printable. He's one of those just utility guys.
Okay, yeah.
How do you
Big
rate
Mad
him?
Andy.
He's a big mad Andy. How do I explain him? How would you explain him?
Printable.
Yeah.
I've only ever really paid attention in that one game that we watched together. The Allies versus, was it SA? And in that game, he just popped up.
That's right, yeah.
He just like popped up in the right spots and kicked a few goals. And he's not even really like a forward, is he? He's
I think he's played all lines.
yeah.
Could play as a tall winger. He's definitely not that need that Collingwood. They've probably got that in Swadling, that inside midfielder type. He's more outside.
Yeah.
We have 787 in the chat. Thank you, guys. If you
That is
don't mind
wonderful.
chucking a like on the stream, we would very much appreciate that as well.
So Gold Coast have got
six.
all their academy players plus Avery Thomas.
That is great. I really like that.
That's great. And slipped in Avery Thomas as well.
That is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they did need some more talent. I think we all agreed.
So they're going to trade this pick, are they?
Well, like how many spots? I didn't even know they had 6 list spots. I thought they only had 5.
Mickey says, Jesse, why you're not melting from what the Eagles did. I picked my moments. I have expressed discontent, but I'm trying not to deviate too much from what
I
else
have
is
felt
happening
the
here.
table shaking. It's a knee going.
I am pretty flat with what happened, to be honest, Mickey, if you missed my reaction earlier.
Do you think we'll get to this super chat in a second? But do you think it's they have actually fucked this up a bit?
No, I think it's hard to tell. Did they think that the boys would get through to the rookie draft and get that wrong? At the same time, if they really rated them, they would have made it work. And they chose not to. So I'm going to say that they actively didn't prioritise those players. And even that I don't like, but I'm not the expert.
I think sometimes fans think that there's like this universal draft board and everyone gets a rating and you have to pick off that rating board.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
work like that.
Well, in my case, I thought the opposite. Evans and Banfield were kind of not that highly rated. I thought just from an attribute point of view and a performance
Yeah.
point of view from Banfield's case. there wasn't a huge gap in performance between a Charlie Banfield and a Jacob Farrow this year. Farrow does have the lethal left boot and maybe more upside for sure, but
Better kick.
I don't know. Yeah, definitely a better kick. I would still take Farrow first, just to be completely clear. I'm just saying.
I saw it a lot with Richmond fans when they were linked to Grill. And there were so many people that just wrote comments about Grill saying he's a mid-teens pick. I'm like, what does that mean?
No. Yeah.
He's a mid-teens pick because he was on Toomey's board in the mid-teens.
Yeah. No, for me, it's purely attribute and need. I would have wanted to prioritize those players, but
especially in a draft like this where it is so up in the air, and it's almost unlucky that everyone liked your academy players because, like, you look at some of the players that have been taken in this draft. Like, you really would think if if before the night, if you told me that Billy Cootie and all these guys that bolted up the order were taken, you'd suspect that there'd be one or two West Coast Academy players going through to the rookie draft.
Yeah.
But clubs just liked those players.
Yeah.
Noah Hibbins-Hargraves is still on the board.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
All your academy players have been taken before Noah Hibbins-Hargraves and Ollie Greaves.
It's crazy. We've got Richmond on the board for the record. I just want to catch up with the super chats here. What was the last one? I think we got it on the screen now. Gridio just saying, thank you, Gridio, once again.
Thanks, mate.
Just saying, Ludovic is the first player from Vic Metro the Crows have taken since Josh Worrell. Interesting. I think we've talked about this. The Eagles don't do it much either, but we took CDT. I guess at pick 2, you got to make the call.
What was like a peddler?
I thought he was SA.
Oh,
Was he not? I could be making that up.
I thought he was Vic Country or something maybe. But
Yeah, it's either SA or Vic Country.
Lachlan Allen's also left a super chat. Thank you very much for that, mate. Thanks for a great year of content, guys. Dylan, do you think North should have taken a key forward? Hopefully Sam Allen ends up decent for the Eagles. I think Sam Allen's going to be great. You got to, I suppose in the end, was it a bargain? I think if Sam Allen had played out the entire season, he'd be a top 15 pick. So it is a bit of a bargain. What was the part on North again?
Should they have taken a key forward?
Not necessarily. I'm pretty happy with that. I was surprised they took Mukunda with that third pick. They could have had, a Ludovic, Heatherton.
Yeah.
I thought that's the direction that they would have gone, but I would have been just as happy if they had have gone for like a Rory Wright or a Noah Hibbins-Hargraves for me personally.
Yeah, from a talent point of view, for sure.
Yep.
Are you boys doing an Ashes watch along? Was Redback Spider's question. We had not discussed it at all, but I am so keen for the Ashes, to be honest.
You're a cricket man too, aren't you?
I used to be. Now, since starting the channel, not so much because I like check out, but I got really into I was a cricketer growing up more than footy, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I've let it go a little bit, but I'm so horny for this Ashes series, to be honest. I love the Australia-India. Yeah. I'm hard for this. That's a direct quote from Dylan, like a couple of months back. I'm so hard for this right now.
Who have Richmond got here? Bid.
A bid.
So it must be...
Who hasn't?
King's gone.
Or Kai
Chamberlain?
Fincher.
Oh, Fincher,
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
I mean, they wouldn't go Huss after taking Mr. Zane.
No.
No.
I think you might be right. It might be Fincher.
Yeah. Would St Kilda match it? Surely, if they have the picks.
Bid pending. So I'll just keep going through the chats. Lewis, thank you, mate. Off topic, does Jimby go back to the midfield? I think those days are done. I think there are other players you can move in there. Like this Bo Allen to trial in there first. Amongst
Why
Tom
would you
McCarthy.
move him to? Like he's had such a success playing that role.
I agree. I think there are other players to experiment with first. Or you could just bloody draft a midfielder. Oh no, we don't like Kobe Evans. Who? What?
It can.
Yeah. Connor Papa Cheese. Thank you so much. That's a great name. Thanks for all the content this year, boys. Best in the business. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Really appreciate the support. Have we got the pickers in?
Finchy.
Kai Fincher joins the Saints as a match bid at pick 52. I hate the St Kilda Footy Club now, for the record, for Charlie Banfield.
All right. Oh, did they get Charlie Banfield?
They did,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Fincher's a good player.
Yeah.
Like, look at his stats here.
He's him in his VFL game, getting just randomly thrown into the midfield in the VFL.
And had like 35.
He was great. That was against Essendon. I remember watching that, and I didn't mind Kai Fincher before that game, but
Was that the same game that Duff Tytler played for the Bombers?
it was, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And he kicked 3 goals. Yeah.
Yep.
But he just looks so natural, and he hasn't really been a midfielder like heaps and heaps. Like you wouldn't say before that game he was a pure midfielder.
He's got low-key explosiveness
does.
as well.
Yeah.
He can actually launch at the ball and take big marks off a short back run.
Do you like him explosively?
I do like him explosively. Yeah. Would have been nicely paired with Cumming.
Coming in grill. That's one hell of a picnic. Fart Explosion, thank you so much. Says 1995 draft. Freo took Ben Graham with pick 7 and delisted him 2 months later when Jay Burton with 23, who they drafted right after they delisted him. What? So they delisted him 2 months later.
How is that possible?
How do you do that? What,
it must
delisted
have
him in
Yeah,
December?
but January. Well, yeah, maybe. Or evidently, something must have happened. Jay Burton with 23, who they drafted right after they delisted him. So they delisted him and then redrafted him. That's classic. I mean, that's a common thing now with the rookie draft. But
We're on another bid.
Oh, who was that bidding on the St Kilda?
Richmond.
Okay.
It was Richmond on Fincher. And they're going again.
Oh, I don't know who this would be, to be honest.
enjoy. Where's Wally?
Could this be Isaac Waller?
Oh, okay. Do they need rucks?
I thought he was more of a tall forward.
Is he? I thought he was like a mobile ruck kind of like a. I don't know too much about him, to be fair.
Jack Dalton didn't get picked up, did he?
You did?
No, he did. Yep.
Yeah. Early.
I'm tripping. Who was it too?
Oh, Huss.
There we go.
Okay.
Tiggs. They did it.
They did. Interesting.
You said no after Fincher. They want to build up that small forward line. Well, I mean, they were sniffing around Roses Jr., weren't they?
Yep. And Leon Kicker
They
was another
were.
connection. So
Yeah.
maybe they're going Alashka into kick it. Aquamate, again with a donation. Thank you so much. Says Fred Rodriguez to West Coast tomorrow if he doesn't get picked. I mean, with pick 1 in the rookie draft, yeah, I'd probably do that. I think that's worth it.
Why not?
And Samantha Jane again with a donation. Thank you so much, everyone.
Everyone's been so generous tonight.
Yeah, it's been a big night. Thank you. Fart Explosion in inverted commas. Yeah, I chuckled. Not sure what that says about this 33-year-old and my maturity. I can relate to that. I'm 32 on Saturday.
You're pretty mature, though.
Time to grow up. Yeah. Yes. Somebody in the comment section called me puerile this week.
Puerile.
That is such a devastating
I
insult.
haven't heard that word for so long.
Yeah, you can really picture the type of the age demographic it would say. Definitely Gen X.
I think of school teachers.
Yeah, totally. Yes. Why is that exclusive to
That
school
is
teachers?
puerile.
Yeah, well, it implies that I'm acting like a schoolboy, so fair enough too.
I like that. 171 centimetre forward is Hussein El Ashkar. Buzzy around goal, very busy,
It's tinkle time.
good ground ball player and loves the goals. 4-goal game against, I want to say, the Allies.
It was the Allies. That was the game where both him and Swade just went crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you had an erection.
I had an enormous erection. Yeah. That was a good day.
That was
Back
a good
when we
day.
had hope of getting both of those guys. Ideally, he slips through to the rookie draft, but it doesn't matter either way. Like, we can just take someone in the SSP. There's going to be some good players in the rookie draft anyway, so yeah.
You guys have had a great draft.
We have. I've been really happy with this draft, yeah.
So after the big three that you got in Farrow Sharp and Xavier Taylor, no, you didn't get
Roby.
Xavier Taylor, Roby, sorry. Who was the other one you got in the
Contagianis.
Contagianis?
Yeah.
Great pick.
I like that pick a lot. Yeah. Oh,
Noah.
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I thought he would go.
Yeah.
I thought Roberts Thompson would go. He's got
Oh.
genuine pace, uses the ball really well. This
Yeah.
probably rules out Kellaway, though.
Oh, I mean, can they not just take him in the rookie draft?
Well, they will be able to.
Yeah, no one's gonna bid on him, surely.
Rules him out in the national, though.
Yeah. That's why when we were talking about SA players, I was thinking there's
Roberts Thompson.
another hyphen somewhere. Yeah.
After his draft combine, I really thought that he could still go in the draft. Probably after the champs and whatnot. I thought,
Yeah.
is he a little bit too
Yeah.
basic? But he does, he's got genuine pace and athleticism as well. And
Yeah.
he kicks the ball really well.
Yeah. Well, they said Noah, and I was like, finally someone's taken him and Hargraves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How was there a Noah picked?
Yeah, another Noah hyphen. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Good pick, though. I like this.
Yeah.
Do you think at the moment Richmond are the best drafters in the business?
I mean, I really liked what they did last year. that set them up to be a bit, cheekier this year and do what they want a bit. That's what I like.
But I feel like they did that last year as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like they didn't need to take they took how many key forwards did they take? Fall, Armstrong, Sims, kind of as well. Like
and plus trainer. As
Yeah,
a key
like-
back.
yeah.
Well, kind of a key back. Yes, please. There's been a Noah selected and also a hyphen
Yeah.
in Roberts.
Do you remember his brother? Our cousin.
Who?
I heard Isaac Rankin, but I don't think that's who it is.
I don't think it is either.
Maybe Isaac Waller. Oh,
McCarthy.
They just selected Zach McCarthy.
They just took him.
Yeah.
Collingwood just selected their own, Jesse. Zach McCarthy. Yeah, project player, Zach McCarthy. In a way, like there would be comparisons there to a Cooper Duff Titler. Very smooth moving, gets a lot of the ball around the ground, but I think he's a bit more raw.
And hasn't filled out like at all yet.
Yeah, very skinny. But look at him jump at the ball
Thank
here.
you, mate.
He can leap, he can get about, go after it. Thanks, mate. Yes.
Noah Roberts-Thompson is the cousin of Lewis Roberts-Thompson, who is a iconic Sydney Swans player in the grand finals one of the grand finals that I watched over and over again.
They couldn't be any more different as players.
No, I don't know anything about Noah.
Roberts-Thompson was sort of a tall utility.
Yeah.
Got around in
Defensive.
I reckon he was
more.
a proto Mark Blitzabs.
Okay. He started career at Essendon, I reckon, and then moved
he?
to Sydney.
I didn't know
I could
that.
be tripping.
I only remember him at Sydney.
Yeah, me too, really. But
What's going on there? There's some
butt
thrust.
cam.
There's definitely some thrusting.
Yeah, the dog's getting involved again. No, there's no dog.
Yeah, no, good pick up there for the Pies. But yeah, Roberts-Thompson, I would actually compare him a little bit to that Mukunda type, that connection piece. Kicks the ball inside 50 really well and has a bite of pace.
And he's one of those underrated members of the SA team that if you take out, you just notice there would be a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Like, they had so many of those players who just, what is going on here? Oh, that must have been McCarthy.
Spinkscape says I'm tripping. Okay, it's not him that started his career at Essendon and went to Sydney. Oh, it's Ted Richards. That's who I'm thinking of. That's who I'm thinking of.
Who's now on our board.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. He was also a big factor in that.
Roberts-Thompson was that like Mr. Fix-It kind of guy.
Because in my head, when I think of Roberts-Thompson, I think of him collapsing in 2006 after he got run down, and then I just realised that was Ted Richards. So it's funny how the brain does that.
It does. Memory. Roberts-Thompson also had that sort of scarecrow, yellowy straw haircut.
Yeah. Adelaide Crows on the board. Do they go Greaves?
Oh, I think at one point we mocked Greaves to the Crows.
Yeah, we did.
At
Well,
like
it was-
18.
And Hibbins-Hargreaves as well. I reckon we mocked them at one point too.
You know, when players like Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves slip through like this in a draft, I get like a bit of there's like an itch that I need to scratch. It won't leave me. I'm like, what's happening here? What are people seeing that I'm not seeing?
Well, that's why you should watch Draft Day. That's what happens in Draft Day.
What happens?
What was the first part of the question? I've had a few beers.
No, you're right. And it's like, there must be something. There must be something, with these players.
Oh,
So
Bo
we just-
Callahan. Did anyone go to his 21st birthday party? That's what I want to know.
Oh God.
I'd be more mad about Blake Odishaw and Benny missing.
I was going to say, but could the Crows take the local boy here?
yeah.
As Gritio said before, they hate taking someone out of Vic Metro. So Greaves is effed.
Leray and Orchon Benny are available.
They could be really mean and bid on Kellaway because Richmond can't match it. But
True.
Why would they want to do that?
Yeah, well, they're not St Kilda.
Did they take a key position player after Mitch Marsh?
Ludovic.
They took Ludovic.
Yeah,
so
mate.
that
So-
was at Heatherton.
Yeah, surely.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Adelaide is on the board for those asking as well.
Rory Wright would be good here.
I wouldn't rule out Odishaw and Benny, to be honest. Like
No.
just for a late pick.
No.
Krasnodamskis, they could use a...
Oh, they could.
That's listed him as a mid. Isn't he a ruckman?
that-
Oh,
He's
even
a ruck.
Yeah.
local Ainsworth, my boy.
Yeah, true.
They've got Krasnodamskis listed as a mid.
Yeah, that's surely a
That's
mistake.
a typo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tall. He's like 200.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Mind you, CDT, next 201 centimetre midfielder.
You still wouldn't call him mid though, would you?
No. Adelaide loves a Rory. That's very true.
This absolutely could be Krasnodemskis, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Unless
I think they'd be in the market for a ruckman, a Project Ruck.
Yeah, I mean, they are going to play Finbar Maley.
Oh, true.
Has that running ruckman.
That's a good point.
Crow's past, someone said.
Someone said in the chat, we've got 17 seconds. It says pick is in.
Melbourne's on the board here for me.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, they did pass. Yeah, so we must be slightly behind.
I had a good feeling about whoever they were taking. I thought something was building there. I was going to say it out loud, and I'm glad I didn't, because it would have been anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But I've got a good feeling about this Melbourne pick. Something's about to happen.
Yeah, something crazy.
Someone's got to take
It'd be funny
Rory.
to get Greaves at 56 after taking 2 bolters.
I mean, he would be the Oliver replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that would make sense.
Hob Day says, Greaves to West Coast would make me feel a lot better about accepting Banfield, about losing Banfield. I would have preferred Banfield, honestly.
What did Greaves do in his interviews?
Fart profusely. They hate that.
And he didn't apologise.
I like this kid's confidence. That is genuine A grade.
There's their picks. Xavier Taylor, Latrell Pickett, and Thomas Matthews.
Yeah.
This
That's
kid needs a
great.
dietitian. That's enough.
Look at that. Looks like that. Who's the actor? Paul
Mescal.
Paul
Yeah,
Mescal.
Yeah. You're spot on.
Oh, yeah, it
That is
does,
his,
eh?
that's his cousin.
Yeah.
That's a B grade Paul Mescal.
Timu.
What on earth? Chat's got to get around that.
You are spot on with that. It actually does.
Yeah, agreed. So somebody's passed again there. Fremantle on the clock. How many players have Fremantle gotten? Just 2?
Swade.
Swade
with their first.
and the bolter.
They took Toby Murray.
Toby Murray, that's the one.
Yeah. What a random draft from them.
Yeah.
In some ways, like looking at that, they just did not rate the draft at all.
Yeah. Well, look at Port Adelaide. Have they taken a pick?
No.
They have to take 2, don't they?
Nah.
They still have 2 picks, 3
Yeah.
picks.
You can go into the draft with the picks, but you don't have to, I don't think.
No,
I'm sure
have
you
to
do.
take, unless you do that like re-rookieing stuff. You have to.
I thought you had to take 2 national draft picks. It was one
you
during
meant
COVID.
to take at least 3.
I thought it was 3, and then for COVID it was 1, and I thought it was 2 now. It's 3 list changes. Our rookie upgrades count as a pick.
Yeah. As a
pick.
But I thought you had to take at least 1 actual draft pick.
Surely.
I thought you did.
Surely you have
we'll
to take
see. We'll see by the end of the draft.
Gritio, 2 teams just passed on Greaves.
Yeah. Well, Hawthorn, there was a connection to Hawthorn through the NGA.
There was.
Why would Greaves have been NGA? Indigenous?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were getting really annoyed about the Port Adelaide. I've blanked on his name. Next year,
Yeah.
Cochrane, Dougie Cochrane.
Yeah.
Hawthorn
yeah,
fans
yeah.
are really annoyed about that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think most people expected him to not get NGA status.
Yeah, and really, like we don't know what
Yeah.
it is. It looks like they have picked someone though.
Oh, Matt Leray
Matty
joins
Leray.
Hawthorn at pick 56.
Hey, that's 3 Central Districts.
Oh, wow.
Hawthorn.
Yeah, Cameron Nan.
Oh, wow.
Aidan Schubert, Matt Leray.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That feels like too much of a small talent pool, doesn't it? When you look at it like that.
Yeah, because they weren't a good performing team. Not that these guys had anything to do with it, but
Dyson Sharp, another one from the Central Districts, but he
Yep.
barely played under
True.
18 level. Yeah, Laray's an interesting one for me. I mean, cricket background. He hasn't. I don't think he's ever done a football pre-season, so there's
Wow.
a perceived upside there that he comes in and can actually train properly like a footballer. But he's a very big-bodied, oversized winger. Where you look at juxtaposed against the Harley Barker, who can run and has that speed. Laray feels more immobile
yeah, he feels like more of a pure midfielder to me because
because of the size of
Yeah,
his chunky
yeah,
body.
yeah,
His
yeah.
chody body.
Yeah,
some might
yeah.
say. Oh dear.
he was great though at champs.
He's a great kick.
That wing combo was lethal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there's probably a project there just in the fact that he can kick the ball so well.
Yeah, and at 56, that's a good pick.
Oh, yeah.
I actually do think Hawthorn have had a sneaky good draft, even with the trading they've done.
I love this. I love trying to rank drafts against each other given where they contextually were positioned.
Because you could clearly tell that on night one, they had a player that they wanted with those early picks, and then I reckon it was Jacob Farrow, to be honest, and then they were off the board, and then Hawthorn just traded back and back, getting picks to, they had players in their range that were obviously going to be taken later in Nan and Schubert, I guess. And they've built on their picks next year and gotten some, players with connections. I like it. I shouldn't say that as an Essendon fan, but
Would
I
you
like
say it's
it.
better than Essendon's?
No, I wouldn't. Even if it was, I wouldn't.
I agree with Rogie. Greaves isn't the most shocking thing, but no Hibbins Hargraves.
I
is
agree.
Yeah, it's a bit
crazy.
undrafted. Yeah.
What's he done?
Until right now, Collingwood are about to take him.
I reckon they're going to take Riley only.
Yeah.
Who else could it be? Could be Greaves.
Still no Rory Wright. Your boy.
Angus Anderson has been
yes.
drafted to Collingwood.
Alliteration.
Angus Anderson.
They call him the Battery.
All right. Doesn't even have a draft
That is a
rank.
made up name.
All right.
Yeah. Someone.
Checks YouTube,
They just-
which won't load.
Yeah.
Jesse, tell us about Angus Anderson.
He's got just stalling here a little bit. Usually one of the first called out in attendance at school, right?
Very punctual.
Yeah. Some would say he's a midfielder and probably around the 55 to 60 range, and has a very good personality.
Obviously played for Sturt.
Didn't know that until just now.
And obviously won the 2025 Jack Oatley medal, which is
Yeah.
obviously prestigious in South Australia, which
Yeah.
you would know, Felix, being...
Wait, so is he he's not an 18-year-old, is he?
I don't know.
Who would know?
Okay.
Even
He
Fox
won.
had
Did he win the
nothing.
Jack Oatley medal this year?
He's very courageous.
And he shares a surname with famous actress Gillian Anderson. I'm pretty sure it's Gillian, actually. And I said Gillian for
When the
no
ball
reason. Gillian Anderson.
When the ball goes out of bounds on the full, he really likes to take this.
He kind of blends in with everyone else from my angle here.
Yeah.
A 10 centre bounces and
Nice.
and kicks from the midfield.
Does
Nice.
he? Yeah,
Gets
right.
gigs.
Oh, he'd get a game at West Coast.
That's a good pick. I like it.
Son of Pamela, says Daniel. That's a great call, yeah. And swing bowler from England, Jimmy.
Oh, Port, they were going to get Angus Anderson here, so they've been screwed over.
When people see him with his mum, they're like, oh, it's Pamela Anderson.
Support half passed.
Dad joke. Port have passed. Okay, so there mustn't be a rule about how many national draft picks you have to take. Wow. How's the attitude from Port Adelaide? Like it's an essay-riddled draft and they're just like, nah, just trade out.
Robbie Gray doesn't give a shit, nor does Ben Rutten.
Yeah.
And the other people that I don't know the names
Is next year's draft looking deep at this early stage?
It's looking better.
It's better than
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you never know because there's going to be guys that bob up. Like, let's have a look at the top 10 right now for this year's draft. Sam Grill,
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah, not well-rounded enough, I would have thought.
I'm trying to think of guys. Like, nobody knew who Jacob Farrow was at this time last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you having a conversation with you when I got back from Perth in July, and you were saying, I think Farrow might be the best WA talent. I was like, oh, really? Because we got Fred. Like, it's funny how
Fred,
things
yeah.
have changed, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it does. It swings a lot. There's always those guys that are really well performed. But probably in this draft, Willem Dersma, Cooper Duff Tytler came in with big raps, Dyson Sharp, who ends up going 13. But yeah, Taylor, Roby, these kind of guys are Farrow. Who else is up there?
Oh, Cumming. I mean, but
Coming, he was relatively well
but
performed,
even
but
there, like that's a pick, in the teens in another draft, I reckon potentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dersma and CDT are the only ones in any other draft who would be as high up as they are. I think
Okay. Yeah.
because even Roby, pick 9, that's pretty crazy.
What about Zeke?
Oh yeah. The academy guys, like even Patterson as well.
Yeah. Fair.
how do you guys feel about? I think this draft's a good place to look at that, just with the differences. But if you put on one end of the scale Dyson Sharp, who is that kind of MVP under 16 guy that's just always been good and consistently good, versus a Sullivan Roby who's played 9 good games of footy, where do you sit on that from a drafting perspective?
I think that there is some, but not a really strong relationship between actual under 18, 17, 16's performance and how they project as AFL players. I'd be interested to look back on who some of the best players are in the competition and how they were as juniors. Yeah. Barkas Montempelli. I've had a couple of beers. Barkas Montempelli. Look, he did go pick 4, but I think you'd look back on his actual performances, and that was an upside pick, not a performance pick, right? And then you look through some of the Lark medalists, Dev Robertson, Oscar Allen,
Sure.
Dom Sheed.
Jack Graham.
Yeah, right. There you go. And none of these guys are bad by any stretch, but Zach Merritt randomly popped into my head. Pick 38, I reckon, that year. So
Who's gone here? Why is the pick not in?
I don't even think they know who it is.
Ryan Burns.
Oh, what?
Oh, is it? Have they?
What?
Isn't that the guy that
Is
already
that a
played?
redraft? Yeah,
Did he get delisted, I'm guessing?
but
Yeah,
in
he
the,
did.
but
can you-
normally you delist them and re-rookie them, not pick them in the
Yeah.
national draft. That's bizarre.
Is that just to get more rookie list spots? But why do you need more rookie list spots? Oh, for SSP maybe? I don't know.
It's listed, so like Ryan Burns, 182 centimetre, date of birth, 2001, St Kilda AFL men's.
Yeah. So
I can only think they left that pick open and then were like, well, if nothing better comes, we'll just redraft the same player. Strange. No, I don't think I've ever seen that before. In the national
Not
draft.
in the national.
Not in the national.
Probably has been.
Oh, we have a super chat from Aquamate. Again, thank you so much, mate. GWS 2 St Kilda on X. Good to see you commit to a player. I don't understand that, sorry.
The Giants are on the board here.
Yeah.
I think they could take Rory Wright. I know I keep saying that, and I love him.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
sorry, I'll let you
decode this question. GWS to St Kilda on X. Good to see you commit to a player. Forgive me, I'm having a moment and I'm not
Is this something to do
understanding.
with Leek Aaliyah?
Maybe. What is on X?
Twitter? Yeah.
Ah, God, I'm such a boomer. Shit. GWS to St Kilda. Good to see. Okay, thank you. Good to see you commit to a player. That's funny. Okay, I get that now. I'm sorry that you had to watch me painstakingly work through that.
Yeah. I saw the brain ticking over. The Giants are going to select someone here.
It does seem that way. So they got Taylor and they got the other defender whose name is escaping me.
Other defender.
They had 2 running defenders in this draft so far. Oscar Taylor and
they did too. Who did they get?
It was the second one.
They didn't get Fincher. They got...
No.
Christ, I need to be able to pull up the...
I didn't. Finnegan Davis. Thank you,
that's right,
producer.
from the Western Jets, yeah. Again, that was a... I think he's a good player, Finn Davis, but definitely a project. Pick is in. Is it going to be Rory Wright? Come on, Caruso.
St Kilda delisted Ryan Burns to meet the minimum number of draft picks required. There you go. So how are Port escaping this?
They don't give a shit. They got Will Brady.
But there's a rule. I could have sworn there's a rule.
This is about to come in. It's either Greaves or Rory Wright. I'm certain. Although I've said that about 12 times.
Greaves is a strange alignment. I don't think he's a great choice for him.
Oh, they just read.
Okay, so they've done the same thing.
done the same thing.
Yeah, they've just drafted Jake Stringer. That's weird. So somebody just asked how many players, was it Max? How many players have been taking the national draft twice? Luke Ball. Remember he was redrafted by Collingwood at pick 30 in the national draft because the trade wasn't facilitated?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm okay, thanks,
right,
mate. Then it's just happened twice in a row. Jake's trigger happened. Mark Hutchings went national draft, but he was a rookie draft selection before that.
In excess?
Yeah, Michael Hutchins and Mark Hutchings. Mark Hutchings was a premiership tagger in 2018. Thank you very much. Cool. After his brief career as a singer.
Oh, do you reckon anyone else is going to take a pick?
I know that we're done. I presume Essendon is done. Oh no, Essendon has a spot.
We're done.
Because Hussein happened, didn't it?
So let's say that the draft ends right now. I'm not saying that it will. There's still a few teams that could pick up players. We're at pick 60 currently with the Western Bulldogs on the board. No Noah Hibbins-Hargraves. No Oliver Greaves.
Yep.
No Liam Heatherton.
Yep.
No Rory Wright.
Thomas Burton.
No Thomas Burton.
Yeah.
Leon Kickett.
Yep.
I think we're missing someone big.
Yeah, we
I
could
think
be.
we've got a lot of the big guys, to be
A lot
honest.
of the big guys are there. I mean, that's...
Krasnodamskis still
No
there.
Krasnodamskis.
Orchon Benier.
I mean, some of those guys were certainly project type guys. They've got the mission chips there, the Dogs, don't they? Getting that branding going.
Yeah.
They're good, to be fair.
It's dog
So
food.
I absolutely love one of those. That's why I mentioned it.
There we go.
Oh, well done.
All the same flavour is a bit of a move though.
Riley Onley is another one.
Riley Only, yep.
Oh, Riley Only. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Dogs will take only.
Toby Wan.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Forgot about that.
Fred Rodriguez.
Will Darcy has
Darcy.
been selected as a father-son to the Western Bulldogs here. Nobody else has seen him play. They've hidden him away all season. He's played a little bit of football for Scotch, 1 or 2 games for the Oakley Chargers, but yeah, really unsighted, underperformed, but he is the son of Luke Darcy and the brother of Sam.
Spinkscape says Zayden Lockwood. Bendigo Pioneers, I'm guessing, that connection.
Yeah, not...
Project Rock?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get taken though.
Nah, Spinkscapes has made some good content. I think Zayden was one of the players who did.
Spinkscapes, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there'd be some players above him in front of him at the moment, but
Yeah. Who goes pick one in the rookie draft then? Now that we've fucked all our other picks. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You'd have to rank Greaves, Hibbins-Hargraves right at the top.
Yeah, but if teams are passing on them now.
Oh, I agree.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why are they going to...
Yeah.
I agree. And to be honest, my experience with the rookie draft is you get even more random names than you do at this
do,
point.
yes.
If anything, this is Knights who has resembled a rookie draft more so than I can ever remember.
Because
Yeah.
I thought Finn Davis,
Yeah.
he's the sort of guy you take on a rookie list because he's a project. You
Yeah.
don't take Oliver Greaves on a rookie list.
Yeah, I mean, Banfield and Evans, we had hoped naturally to get to the rookie draft gone 43 and 41 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it was. 38 and 41, I think it was. People are wondering what Greaves has done and Neil and Noah Hibbins-Hargraves. I don't know. I mean, with Greaves, for me, I think it's probably the defending on transition that clubs discriminate against now. But I would have thought he'd get drafted. And
I don't think it's a
Hibbins-Hargraves,
pure output thing. At that
Yeah.
point, it has to be... As well as Greaves was performed, obviously he's a pretty one-dimensional midfielder, but he was always that.
Yeah.
And players still get picked as that one-dimensional midfielder at some point in the draft.
Agreed, yeah.
It's got to be something about the interviews and a deficit somewhere that
And the
clubs
farting.
saw that he's not going to be able to... Yes. Flatulence. More passes. I think this is it, guys.
Yeah, I think the draft is pretty much over, right?
Snazzy Shoes says Greaves must have done something so bad no one wants to talk about it. So I remember, I actually won't name the player or the club, but I remember a player from WA within the last 5 years, a horrific rumour came out about them and they slid from top.
Oh, Shawmaker Ari.
No, WA player.
No, but he's talking about Ari Shawmaker.
Oh, right.
Is that what you were thinking?
No.
From St Kilda, remember? He had the rumour about the...
Yeah. No, I'm telling a different story about a player who went from let's call it top 10. I don't want to make it too specific. And slid And he still went national draft, but the rumor was horrific. I wonder if you've actually heard it. You just don't know who I'm talking about because I'm being vague.
Perhaps.
Yeah. I'll tell you after. But sometimes these players still get drafted. And let's just say it depends which club is willing to take them. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. There's no one there.
Look at everyone guessing now.
I'm not going to respond to any guesses.
Pick us in.
Oh.
Who is this?
Craig Swan.
AFL
I knew that.
EGM of football performance.
I totally knew that.
Thank you, Greg.
Holy shit.
I
Draft done.
won't tell you who the player is, but let's just say he's got that dog in him. And that concludes night 2 of the 2025 AFL Draft. And people want to know the rumor. I can't tell you this rumor. He's still an active player. Dylan's jaw has not closed.
Have you got it?
No, I don't like. I do remember that rumor, but I can't tie it to a player.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work out if Jesse is saying he's got that dog in him, literally.
So what do we make of night 2? What do we make of night 2?
Okay, so let's have a look at the players selected. It started off with a bang, with North Melbourne selecting 195 centimetre key defender Blake Threadgold, who I think is the best player in the draft.
You know what? I agree.
I don't think North won it. They won the draft.
Yeah. Who needs
Forget
pick
picks
one?
1 and
Yeah.
2 and 19.
Do you think, though, contextually they won it?
No. I think,
I
well,
don't think
no.
so. You'd
no.
be up there, though. It was a good draft.
Actually,
I feel like I'm starting to wish this into existence.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, no, it was up there. It's like, yeah, top 4.
But Hugo Makunda.
The Will. I was about to say the Will Spargo, Charlie Spargo.
I think, though, to go back to Felix's point earlier about how Dersmer and CDT were probably the only players that would go high in any other draft, it's hard to go past West Coast. I'm not saying they deserve credit for it. You get pick 1 and 2, you just pick the players, right? But in terms of winning a draft, you'd have to say West Coast. I think you throw Essendon into the mix as having a really strong night or a couple of nights. I do think North Melbourne's in the winners column, definitely.
I agree.
Can we try to take a step back though and consider the picks that the clubs have had?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like Port Adelaide for me have hit it out of the park. Zero mistakes.
Yeah.
It's the perfect recruiters window. No, let's go through. Can we? I know we'll probably do this, Jesse, on Saturday. We've got another stream to kind of go over things. But right here, right now, how we're feeling about it. Let's do kind of grade through the team. So West Coast first. What would you grade the window?
Oh, shit. Just draft, obviously.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. B minus.
Window.
B minus. Yeah, I don't love the way we handle their academy stuff. And I don't know, though, because we probably did get 2 of the best open pool, well, probably the 2 best open pool players. So, like,
Sure.
It's hard to mark them down for that, but also not give them too much credit at the same time. And Josh Lindsay was a good selection. Tyler Williams, decent. Good young prospect, and Sam Allen. I won't pretend I have a strong opinion on it. I liked the description and the style, so successful. Let's say B minus.
Forget where
I
he's
don't
ranked
know.
and where you think that clubs had him, but if they'd have taken Dyson Sharp with the second pick, do you think you'd have come out more or less annoyed?
There would have been a trade-off where I would have also been like assuming we didn't trade down. I think that was my desired outcome. Trade down to 5, hypothetically. If we'd done that, I probably would have felt really good. If we'd just taken him outright at what eventually became pick 4, so like what was pick 2, I probably would have had this lurking feeling in the back of my mind, like, oh, we probably relented a little bit and went for needs and reached. So I don't know. There was also a little bit of fan copium where you're just like, I'm now convincing myself CDT was the right pick. But to be honest, everyone except for about 5% of people was arguing for the Eagles to take CDT. So
it's definitely a talent play.
Yeah, and that's fair enough.
You can't judge against them for that. It's only that where West Coast are at and the amount of wins that they're currently experiencing. It's like, do you go for that?
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily think it's a need as far as like you need a midfielder in Dyson Sharp. It's more that he just comes in and he sort of leads the side and gets into that group that pushes you forward. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. We've got a super chat in between this. Rowie said, apparently Thomas Matthews is best friends with Bailey Humphrey.
I've got a bit to say on this. I can say this. Fuck it.
Jesse, no.
I don't think there needs to be much motivation for Bailey Humphrey to want to join Melbourne. And I think, and I know that he thought it was going to happen this offseason and he really wanted to get there. Now, things can change. Like in 12 months, obviously, like he can re-sign with the Gold Coast Suns, like anything can happen. But I don't think he needs too much motivation to go play for the Melbourne Footy Club. I know for a fact because I've seen it with my own eyes.
And if they can, okay.
Yeah.
If they can keep that forward line together now of the Pickett ×2, plus bring in someone like a Bailey Humphrey, that's mega.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, do they have anyone on the young list or players they've recruited the last few years that are similar to a Bailey Humphrey? Not really. Like Windsor, Tholstrup closest, but not really the same, right?
I mean, Langford's that big body guy, but he's slower. Not as explosive as someone like a Bailey Humphrey. And we saw what he did in the finals. It was pretty incredible overall. So, West Coast, what are you going, Felix? What's your mark on them?
I like it. I think I would have been really shocked if you'd passed on CDT. I think, like that, you're just going, and I don't think the club is in a position right now to be going needs base.
Yeah.
Like you just need talent on the list. And I think West Coast, like undeniably got the most talented players in the draft. So yes, you know, maybe there was a bit of a fumble with those academy guys, but I look at those top end players and the players you got there, even Josh Lindsay, I really like that pick. I'd be happy if I was a West Coast fan, but I didn't have the attachment to those NGA players that your fan base would have had.
Just felt a little sloppy. That's all.
I feel like the highlight pick was Sam Allen.
Yeah, that's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I really like that one.
He could be good too, Sam Allen. Like those first 4 picks, up until that stage, after when Sam Allen's name gets read out, 10 out of 10. But it's what happened after that, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, like I'm aware this likely becomes nothing in the long run, but I am really flat to miss out on those academy boys. I don't have issues with how the first night went. I thought that was about right. And sometimes the midfielders just aren't there and you don't reach for them. So I've made my peace with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go similar. I think shit the bed and C minus. Joking. So the next one we have are the Richmond Tigers getting Sam Cumming and Sam Grill. I might kick us off here because I'm a massive Sam Grill fan.
Yeah,
I just think a player with fast feet like that, with explosiveness, and a guy that can play multiple positions is invaluable. I think he's going to turn into a gun midfielder. Did you guys see his interview last night?
No, but I heard it was good.
I saw him wiping his eyes, and is that what you're referring to from the interview?
Yeah, he I wouldn't say burst into tears, but there was serious emotion there.
Yes,
and, he actually said, like live on TV, he said, "I'm so proud of myself for this."
That's nice, yeah.
I just thought it was really, really...
I remember the interviewer saying something about like at the start of the year, he didn't think he would get drafted, and then he like broke.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, no, I really like that. I think Richmond have watched him for a long time. They had him in the VFL program. And I think how well he performed there as well, given that he is a lighter frame. I think when those types of players come into the VFL system, to see them up against men and those more physical bodies, it helps. And
you'd love that.
Yes.
They've gone for a really specific type. Look at Zane Piker, Noah Roberts Thompson as well. Like, they've gone for a clear, similar blend of players.
That's what I suppose that's what I'm talking about a little bit with West Coast as well. It's like Richmond feels so intentional with their drafting. You can always see exactly what they're trying to do. Like,
that's true.
And last year they get in Smiley, they get in Lawler. Those guys can both kick, and then Cumming is just that tenacious George Wardlaw type that just gets in and under and gets the ball out. And he's got that marking ability to go forward, so he's got positional utility. So much to like. I think they, for me, have won the draft.
And even just passing on Roby and Taylor, players ranked probably above Cumming and Grill at that stage anyway, in a draft where, everyone's talking about how even it is. Obviously, Richmond fans are a bit confused by that, which, you get because you see the draft rankings. These players are always attached to a number. But, Richmond just likes these players more so than the others, and they fit their list needs better. So I think it makes sense.
Here's a question for you. Who would you take, Sullivan Roby or Sam Lawler?
Sam Lawler.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, I suppose that especially with Cummings' ability to play forward, I think there was a chance that going Roby in addition to him would have been a little bit too much of the same. And we've made the point before, it's like how many, you wouldn't turn down multiple Isaac Heaney's in your team, right? Just because they play multiple positions. But I think Grill does add something distinctly different. I thought I've been big on Sam Cumming all year. If you remember in like July, we did a mock draft and I took him at pick 2 and then he did his shoulder.
I got some bad intel this year on Sam Cumming.
Yeah?
Bad intel.
In are you able to elaborate?
I can't elaborate. We'll talk about this later.
Okay, yeah, right.
But yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, I was a big fan, so yeah, you can't really knock that. And agreed, like, if you, not to make this a Richmond versus West Coast thing, but I was reflecting, we were talking earlier, how many West Coast midfielders have been drafted in the last 5 years since we decided to do a rebuild. And I reckon we had 2 in the top 14, and Richmond in the last 2 years have had 5 in the top 12. So they've clearly targeted that part of the ground, and I think we've been deficient in that space. And I haven't really liked the way we've gone about the midfield specifically, whereas Richmond, I do think they've also got a much better balanced list of senior players to help this and give them that freedom. But
sure,
I agree on the fact that they're targeting specific players, and you have to respect it, and I guess we'll see in the long run whether it's right.
I like it. And the back end of that... the back end of that draft for them was what, Piker?
Yeah, and Noah Roberts Thompson.
Noah Roberts Thompson.
Yeah.
Connection piece. I like that one. And what was the other one?
That was just
I think that was it. 4 selections, yeah.
Yeah, very well balanced draft. I can't really... I mean, even Piker, I don't think that many clubs would have had him... What, was he around the 30 mark?
Yeah, he was 31 or 32, I think.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I like that. Just take him.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
I rate him higher than I rate Taylor Byrne. I just take him.
Yeah,
right.
fair enough, yeah.
That's what they would have said anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Essendon.
Crap. Nah, I like it. I like it. It's good. It's a blend of things that we need, clearly. And like, you know, when you're a team as poor as Essendon are right now, there's obviously, you're going to be feeling a needs, you know, with any list management decision, because we just need to improve pretty much everywhere all over the park. But I love Sullivan, Roby and Sharp together, because you've got a bankable midfielder in Sharp who we know is going to be a good player. You've got Sullivan, Roby, who could be absolutely anything. Jacob Farrow gives us a bit of class off halfback. I really liked Josh Lindsay this year, and I would have really liked us to draft him, but Jacob Farrow is probably the next best kick in the draft, just like off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And even later on, Max Kontagiannis, that's a player who I've talked about a lot, you know, without really linking him to Essendon because we didn't have the picks for him. So, when his name was called out, I was probably most excited of the lot because I just didn't expect it. But I like it. Obviously, the one downside is Adam Swade. Probably the same story with West Coast a bit, where you don't get to, you know, honour your academy members that you probably should be getting on your list somehow. But if you trade off Dyson Sharp for Adam Swade, I think that's a fair trade. So I'm really happy with it. Probably the best draft we've had in a long time. And Matt Rose has been quietly cooking last few years as well. I think, you know, obviously we don't know until these players develop, and Essendon's development hasn't been the greatest in the last 20 years. But
Just say 50.
yeah. But I mean, the last few drafts we have quietly nailed a little bit, so that gives me a lot of excitement as a fan. I'm happy.
I love that.
I think Farrow, I think you're right. Like, Lindsay is probably the superior kick, but Farrow does have things over him, in particular the contested game, which I think obviously could allude to a potential midfield career. I don't know if Lindsay has that same potential. So I think there's more upside in a Farrow. And I think we said, I can't remember if we said it when the stream started or beforehand, but it was almost like you picked the players that West Coast fans wanted: Roby, Farrow, and Sharp, and potentially a new look midfield in a few years.
This is probably my sort of too many beers. Philosophical question here.
Yeah.
Would you rather, okay, West Coast got those 2 picks at the top end. Would you rather them just take, if that's what West Coast fans wanted, in like Roby, Farrow and Sharp, would you rather they just took them at the top?
Well, we could have only had 2 because Lindsay came at the end of that.
Yeah.
But let's assume that there's a distinction between what West Coast fans want and what is the best outcome. We all want the sexy, like immediate gratification kind of players. That being said, I myself argued for midfielders. No, I think when you hold 1 and 2, you definitely go Dersma. There's no scenario where West Coast don't go Dersma.
Would you swap your 3 players for their 2?
I was just thinking this.
That's a good question,
who had the better draft, you know, regardless of where the picks were? Probably, I think, I think I'd rather Dersma and CDT personally, just for pure upside. I think those two players really set themselves apart from others in this draft. That's the way I see it. But I mean, you can make an argument for both because we clearly went needs base and West Coast didn't as much. So
That's true.
It really, like, I guess we'll only see in 4 or 5 years. Like, if Dersma and CDT aren't as good as what we think they are going to be, then there's serious questions over this draft because those are players that you took for their upside. Like, it's not a needs based pick or anything. It's an upside pick. I mean, it's tough to say this early. I personally, if I'm an Essendon fan, picks 1 and 2, CDT and Dersma would be incredible. I think we both win with those early picks, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting on the fence a bit there, but
You kind of have to with the draft, though.
50-50, yeah.
I feel like yours seem a little safer.
I think they're safer, but I look at Dersma and CDT, what they can be in the modern game.
Yeah.
Like CDT, especially of the two, what he could be in a, like, if West Coast are to become that team again, he could be genuinely game breaking.
I think I asked the question as well because I see Essendon and West Coast in somewhat of a similar position.
Yeah.
I think both teams lack on-field leaders and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes with players like Sharp.
Lindsay and Dersma were co-captains, though, weren't they?
Of
Fit Country? Am I tripping?
no, that's right.
That is right. So, I think we did sort of address that in a way.
Yeah, I think there is still a difference though between someone that's a captain and
And a Dyson Sharp.
Sharp.
Right,
I really do think connected that South Australian group really, really well. So
Dyson Sharp's getting, I've heard him get incredible praise this year from recruiters and people close to SA about his character, like praise that you don't hear much from.
Yeah.
From players this young. That's what I'm really excited about with Dyson Sharp. I don't see heaps of upside with Dyson Sharp, but him coming into a young team,
he won't be the best player in this crop.
No, 100% not. But I just that character piece and the culture fit, I think makes so much sense.
Yeah, and you see so many teams now drafting like that. They're looking at these things and even relationships between players, how they can bring them in and they can hit the ground running and work together, connectivity, all of that kind of stuff. So I think it's all important. Chubby Joe, what do you got for us here, mate?
G'day,
you can
Joe.
joke about Essendon's off seasons over the last 20 years, but you can see that Rosa has clearly made better decisions than Dodo in the last 2 drafts.
You got a West Coast flavour transplanted. We got Matthew Rosa, Craig Vozzo, and Rowan O'Brien.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so far so good, I thought.
Yeah,
from this particular season.
I really like Matt Rosa. I like what he's doing.
Yeah.
And even just the pick swapping he's doing is great. Mick Ablett doesn't like it, but the pick swapping he's doing to give us better positions in each draft, because that has been the case. I really like.
Next we have Melbourne.
Who'd they take?
They took Pickett and
Taylor.
Taylor. So one safe and one. I wouldn't say Pickett wasn't safe, but a bolt. So therefore, it is riskier.
I think with Pickett, it's hard to even call him a bolter in the sense that just the level of football that he was playing, it's difficult to assess. When I'm watching SANFL under, reserves or something like that, what am I watching?
He was playing league though, wasn't he?
He played a couple of games.
Okay,
He kicked 4
yeah.
on debut.
Yeah,
But he couldn't
right.
get into the team consistently.
Yeah.
He did most of his work in the reserves, which is it is, you're right, because it's not 18s, it's not league. It is just a different breed. Like, you don't see, I don't even think Dyson Sharp played reserves this year. I think he either
They
played
didn't.
18s or league.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird little, but you saw how good he was just with his movement and everything as well. So was it just Pickett and Taylor?
No, they took the bloke Thomas Matthews.
Thomas Matthews.
Oh.
From Gippsland.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to judge.
I mean, I have no idea about that one. That one seems early. I think if you'd told us at the start of the day, they're going to choose Thomas Matthews over Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves, we would have slated it. But obviously, there's something we're missing here.
Yeah.
I
Or
think.
Oliver Greaves.
Yeah, Ollie Greaves.
Could have had
Yeah.
Ollie Greaves. I mean, it's
Yeah.
interesting, isn't it? 2 small forwards and that. Xavier Taylor's an imperious medium-sized defender. I think he's one of the best players in the crop.
I do like that one. Yeah.
When we're talking Jacob Farrow, we're talking Dyson Sharp, they wanted those types of names. They didn't get a midfielder.
And I mean, they had the chance to get Dyson Sharp. He was on the board for their pick.
Yep.
So, yeah,
I don't know if Sharp would have been a great fit for the D's.
I agree. I think Cumming was the one that they were probably wanting a bit more.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it's probably true. And Farrow to some extent, if they saw him that way. I mean, they have addressed the midfield to some extent, getting Lindsay and Langford and Windsor in recent seasons. So perhaps they felt more free. It's funny watching the D's sort of like trade up into early parts of the draft, and in particular in 2023 when I think they traded like 11, 27 or 14, 27 and 35 to get up to 11 and then took a bolter.
Sure.
Like it just, their read on the draft has always fascinated me, and we'll see in time. But I think at the very least, I feel confident Xavier Taylor is going to be a quality AFL player and potentially a captain of the football club.
I agree. I think it's funny with Melbourne, isn't it? Because I've had comments before that after I've said that I rate their recruiting, that people are like, how do you rate their recruiting? Like those guys that, I see is really good, like Windsor has been, poor selection. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Can we quickly do Carlton?
Yeah. Do they just get Dean and Ison?
Yeah.
What have they banked?
So I just want to talk about this because they had picks 9 and 11
Yeah.
coming into the draft, and now they have Dean and Ison.
And Taylor Byrne. Oh, did he go to Carlton?
They won the
I
draft.
actually
Yeah,
missed
did
that.
they?
Yeah. No, damn it. Yeah. No, I think the point still stands. What did they bank in next year's draft? Was it 2 future seconds? Because they got Cody Walker, but with the rules next year, I think you have to use your first 2 picks to
I thought
match.
they got 1 future second.
But they
Well, they got it from North. What did they get from Essendon?
nothing future, but they got future picks from the Kerno trade as well.
From Essendon, they got pick 21, 27 and 30.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was just to match a bit on Ison. So
Yeah.
it was like, a Dean. So pick 9 for Dean, pick 11 for Dean as well, but also a future second.
They turned 9 and 11 into pick 3, which was Dean, but you can sort of argue the subjectivity around the value of Dean and Ison, who was in the end 40 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is the
3,
good
45
thing.
and 47. Sorry, just look, when you look at the numbers of the picks, it doesn't seem good, does it?
Well, yeah, because they started with 9-11. Like that's a good little. That's a sign of things to come, I think, with the academy and how things are going to play out, because you're going all in on your academy players or not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you think they're a good fit? And we've seen them. They kind of know our system. They've been maybe training with our guys in off seasons and stuff. But would you prefer? We're talking here, Jacob Farrow and Xavier Taylor.
Just watch the mic. Sorry.
Jacob Farrow and Xavier Taylor.
Yeah.
I just like to look into your eyes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Versus Harry Dean. Would you rather those two or Dean?
Farrow and Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the mark. I mean, it would have set
Yeah.
back a bit, wouldn't it? I'm probably being a bit facetious there.
No. So the first pick was Sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp was he was pick 9 essentially. It became 13.
So it's
and then Oscar Taylor.
Dobston
Oh,
or Taylor.
and they
Taylor,
wanted
I
Dobson,
reckon.
to be fair, as well.
Let's call it Dob.
So Dobson and Sharp.
Yeah.
Sounds bad then. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. It's hard to knock them for overlooking like a father-son. Like no one really does it.
It feels like this is all on West Coast for bidding on Dean that high.
We're ruining everyone's nights, including our own.
If we can't have fun,
no one can.
Particularly,
We are the Mark Corrigan of the AFL. Yeah.
What's that line, Jesse? Like, you can't. Forget it. Gold Coast Suns.
Gold Coast Suns. Well, I mean, I think to land 6 players in this draft. Is it 6? Yeah, 5 academy
6.
players and Avery Thomas. I don't have a strong opinion on Thomas. I would have thought 28 was quite early for him. But to land all the other 5 academy players, it was interesting. Like, Bo Adensall, they could have let go. Like, do they need Bo Adensall? That's crossed my mind. It's like, I think West Coast realistically thought they would get that, because what is Adensall's hope of getting a game over the next 3 years? And also, as a first round pick, it's a 3-year contract.
Yeah.
It's 3-year contract for Jai Murray, 3-year contract for Bo Adensall. So
Do you know what struck me across the entire Gold Coast Academy, all the boys? They were so keen to get there. They really wanted to go to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, okay.
And that shows you how well they must be selling that.
fair. Yeah.
And the mentality, because they're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to go there and work my way into that team, even though we can see from the outside, there's guys missing out, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting in over Noah Anderson, Tuke Miller, Matty Rowell for starters, and then you've got, they've just let go of Flanders, but there's depth guys there like Will Graham,
Yeah.
Leo Lombard, Jake Rogers, all of these guys. Like, you're not getting in
Yeah. Who do you think is the best player they've drafted after Patterson?
in this draft.
Yes, those 4 players there. So Murray, Adensall, Thomas and Coulson.
It's a good question. I think Adamson and Coulson are similar, but Adamson's better.
Okay.
Murray's a bit different, but I'm not a massive fan. I think Adamson.
Lacks a bit of leg speed, doesn't he, Murray?
Yeah. Adamson for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not overly
Fair.
hyped on him either, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you can't knock the draft. Patterson's elite. Ewell's elite.
Oh,
No, totally.
Especially after the trade period as well. Like that is, you think, Petrarca, Jamari Ugle-Hagan for a pick in the 60s or whatever it was, and then 2 top 5 picks. That's a crazy off season. Like that.
Yeah. It's sickening.
Yeah, they're going to be good. They're going to be really, really good.
Them in Brisbane, realistically, I know we joke about this, but the next 5 to 10 premierships, they're going to be winning a lot of them.
Yeah.
I can see that. I'm seeing like 1 and 2 Brisbane and Gold Coast next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You say that and then Geelong wins a bunch, or Hawthorn.
Yeah, true.
But I get your point and agree.
They
generally.
seem to be so well run as well, I was going to say. Skipping on to the next club, we go down. What do you think about Sydney? Another academy team.
Yeah, who did they end up with?
They got Harry Kyle.
Yep, Harry Cole. They got Max King.
Jevan
They
Philippou.
let Chamberlain go, and they got Jevon. Yeah, right.
Billy Cootie.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Gee.
Yeah.
Billy Cootie came in before Max King.
Yeah, that is a...
And they passed.
That's
one thing we
fucked.
should mention. They
That's
passed
crazy.
on Carmichael.
Yeah, that's the surprising one, passing on Carmichael, because would they have had the points?
Well, I think Carmichael's bid came earlier than they were expecting.
Yeah,
2021 is
And they
quite early.
favoured King.
And especially when
fair
Kyle
enough.
came in at like 15, whatever it was. Like that was a bit earlier than people expected.
Carmichael, again, like what we talked about with Coulson and Adamson, a relatively boring player. A good football brain, knows where to run, all those sorts of things. But he is just sort of that metronome from half back. Like he doesn't necessarily hurt you. Like he doesn't have laser kicking skills. He just ticks the ball over. Not someone that clubs are necessarily from a recruiting perspective, like absolutely chasing. He's not a unicorn or something.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, looking at where Max King was taken, they probably could have... I mean, obviously they wouldn't have known at the time. They could have matched a bid on both, I reckon, given the fact that Max King was taken after pick 37. But
Good question. I don't know that.
yeah, I think they would have been able to, because it would only take the one pick to match on
Correct,
Max
yeah.
King. But I mean, prioritise King. I think that makes sense. He's the higher upside of the two players.
So they must have
He
thought
went
that
last.
he potentially could have
Wow.
got a bid in the 20s or 30s.
Yeah, I mean, and he probably should have realistically, but I mean, this draft was so wacky and goofy that he didn't.
He didn't perform particularly well, though.
No, but like upside alone and athleticism, like you look at some of the other players taken in this draft
Yeah.
before him, but like overall, like getting Philippou that late as well, like we didn't think that he was really an option for Sydney. I don't think I was never really mocking him to Sydney.
No, I don't think anyone
I
had
didn't
that on their
think he'd
bingo
get there.
card
Yeah,
today.
exactly, yeah.
And I think I'd be curious, like obviously Philippou himself would have maybe had interviews with Sydney, had some insight, but like he would have started the day being like, who am I going to go to? And I don't think Sydney would have been one of the first clubs you'd expect to end up in.
I thought St Kilda might have tried to trade up for him.
That was the rumour for a future first, but I mean, as soon as it got into the mid-20s, like that wasn't going to happen, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a
I'm
good
going
point.
to tinkle, but you guys continue.
Felix,
Yes.
talk to me about GWS, who picked up Oscar Taylor. They picked up
They picked up another Oscar Taylor type, didn't they?
Finnegan Davis.
Yes, that's right.
Athletic running defender, 188 centimetres, a bit of aerial prowess, and they re-rookied Jake Stringer.
Jake
Put him to
Stringer is
the-
a good one. I like that.
Really?
No, I don't. No, I mean that's a GWS draft. That's a very like even when we were doing our mock draft with Pommy, like those are picks that I could have done because I was controlling GWS. You know, like just those rebounding halfback flankers or like outside wing type players. You know, that's what I was looking at when I was doing the mock draft before it. And that's what they've done here. Like they're pretty predictable in how unpredictable they are with the
aren't
options.
they? Yeah.
Like they're always going to do something a bit funky. I don't think Oscar Taylor was. I think that's around his range. I think he's got lots of upside in that position.
But even still, you sort of get the feeling that if Oscar Taylor was a bolter that was just a generic inside mid, they wouldn't take him.
No, yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah, like I think if Sullivan, Roby, and Oscar Taylor are on the board, I honestly think they could have gone towards Oscar Taylor just because he fits that orange tsunami a little bit more.
100%.
It is a GWS coded draft, which they never look good at first. Like, you know, you never look at Cody Angove that early and think like, oh yes, but or other options that they've had inside the first round. But in that system, I think they're going to come good.
Bit of shithousery from them as well. I think they popped a couple of crosstown rival bids. Kyle.
Yes. Yeah.
They did that. I think there was another one.
And in the end, that's probably what cost Sydney Carmichael.
Yeah.
That bid that early on Kyle. Yeah.
I like the needle in that.
Yeah.
I love that. Griddio's given another super chat. Love your work, mate. Was Ludovic a top 10 prospect at one point? He certainly was coming into the season.
Yeah.
There was all the information pointed to him going down that path. I mean, he's a tall key position player with a lot of upside, but yeah, the injury hurt him. I don't think he really shown at champs, which not many Vic Metro players did, but he was another one. What did the Crows get him at in the end? 40?
Yeah.
50.
Really? Gee.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I knew he'd get drafted. It was only a matter of time before he got there, but we just wrapped up GWS there, Jesse.
We do have a super chat we missed. I do want to address.
do we?
Toby Payne, thank you very much. Says it's going to be fun as a Tiger to go through the painful task of getting off the bottom with West Coast, North Melbourne, Essendon and Melbourne. I think Richmond finish higher than Melbourne next year.
Yeah, Tigers
and certainly West Coast.
Tigers are fine.
Yeah, I think they have a really good blend of the draft picks that they've accumulated and the established players that are still there. I don't see them in the bottom two at all next year.
Who pops for them next year?
I think Lawler can definitely improve quite a lot quickly. He's pretty ready-made. For him, it's just it's his body. That's it. Taj. Again, I mean, I don't know if any of them need to have explosive improvements. We probably saw a big improvement from Seth Campbell.
I was going to say everyone expected the draftees to come in and perform well, but it was actually that Banks
and Brown is a good player.
Brown, Campbell, and those kind of guys.
Exactly, and it makes sense. Like third, fourth year, that's probably where you start to see that. We're starting to see that with like Brady Hoff, but we're not really seeing it yet with the younger guys.
Yeah.
And similarly, I probably wouldn't have big expectations on Sam Cumming or Sam Grill even next season. I think that's going to be a longer term thing. But what it makes it a good environment for someone like a Sam Grill is you've got Taranto, you've got Hopper, you've got Prestia feeding the ball out, and he can look good earlier than say if he didn't have any midfielders around him. Like
throw Sam Grill on a wing or throw him at half back. He'll be able to run with the ball. He'll create some excitement at the very least. So
absolutely.
Toby Payne there saying, all right, Banks is our next captain. That's a big call, but he had a really good year.
I reckon there's a case for them missing the bottom four, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
They've added some real leg speed. And, I see the case for them being a lot better than people expect next year.
Yeah, their recruiting team has balls. I really rate that.
And I mean, that was the case this year. Like, I never believed it, but the talks of them not winning a game this year. And then you think about, as you said, like their draftees weren't the ones that did it. Like I still think there's so much improvement from Harry Armstrong and Fall. I'd be happy if I was a Richmond fan.
This is a random question, but who do you reckon of those key position tall forwards that they got, who will be the best in 5 years?
I really liked Armstrong in his draft year. I didn't watch too much Richmond this year with him involved. I mean, I think Jonty Fall was the one that they liked the most. But I mean, the fact that we're choosing between that, even like Sims as well, like they've got some good options.
Yeah, Sims is good. He's more that forward ruck guy as well, so gives them some flexibility. North Melbourne. I want to let you guys start this because I think we've had a really good draft here.
One of the biggest flops of the night.
I'm being facetious about we won the draft, obviously, but I think given the position that we're in, we come in, we traded up for that pick, and it's probably something in that Whitlock deal that you don't see coming that we could actually trade back into the first round of the next year. And we're sort of just continuously, we're bringing in players quickly so we don't have to wait that extra year.
I feel like Melbourne did that. They were trading future first into the present and getting players of need as well.
When does it end?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you can just keep doing it if you like.
Yeah.
If teams will let you do it. So I think that's a good move from North Melbourne.
I think it's an outstanding result. To get, as we said, had they held their nominal first pick this year, it was the Sam Grill pick, and we looked at players between Sam Grill and Lockie Doverston. Who would North Melbourne really need more from a list balance point of view? You'd probably, you'd take a Sullivan Roby or Sam Grill, but Lockie Doverston probably adds more that you don't have out of any other player there.
If we drafted Sullivan Roby and he's coming into the lineup in 2026, does he get into the team? And if so, where does he play?
I mean, in reality, he probably gets gifted the game with all due respect. I mean, like when you have a player like that, I think he does get a game, but I get your point in that there's no like clear spot for him there.
He'd probably play high forward.
Yeah,
where
he
you
would-
could
he
play someone like
absolutely
a
would.
Tommy Powell.
He absolutely would. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's already a role that you're kind of seeing, like different players, but with Dersma. Like even drafting a Sullivan Roby, not that they're the same player, but it's that same type. I think Lockie Doverston's perfect. I really like that pick. And I would have
Yeah.
liked him at Essendon. And even Threadgold too.
You know what? I know it's not the same as like a leadership position, but I like the shithousery of a Lockie Doverston coming into a team like North because we don't
Yeah.
have very many characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just elevates the profile a little bit. I think players will get behind that and fans will get behind that really well.
He's a bums
Yeah.
on seats player.
And Threadgold is the longer term one, but a high quality player to add to your depth, which, you know, you probably don't have the long term answers locked and loaded yet as far as key backs go. Threadgold might be the player I think has the most potential.
Yep.
Out
And
of
the
all the
draft
ones,
has
yeah.
actually just come back on again.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
get to witness this. North are on the clock
Yeah.
with 4 minutes and 40 left.
Who are
Follow
they
the draft
taking,
with
you
us
reckon?
for another go at the second round. Now, Blake Threadgold is going to be awesome. I'm pumped for that. What about Hawthorn?
Nan and Schubert. It was Schubert, yeah.
And Leray.
Leray,
Dalton.
Did they get Dalton too?
They got Dalton at
So they took
34.
4 players.
Yep.
So and 3 of them were Central Districts boys.
Yep. Toomey had linked them heavily. I think he mocked them in his final mock to Liam Heatherton in the 20s.
Yeah.
So they didn't end up taking him.
But Schubert's, Schubert's in my eyes, obviously we don't know, but I think Schubert's a better option.
But then again, I think Toomey had Freo taking Schubert after Hawthorn's second pick. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It would have been Fremantle first, I think.
Yes.
Well, Swade's at 25 and Schubert's at 23. Or did they trade?
They traded back.
Yeah, right,
okay.
yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, even what they did with their business. So you look at the picks that they got, just in this draft. But starting from what was it, 12 or 13, I think they clearly had an eye on a player in that.
It was 10 actually, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, before the bids it was 10. Yeah.
And they clearly had an eye on someone early, I think. And when that player got taken, they just said, stuff it. We can probably get some good players in the back end of this draft and trade into next year. And that's what they did. So if you miss out on the players you like, you trade back and make the most of a unfortunate situation to start. I think they would have really liked Jacob Farrow, to be honest. I think that's who they wanted.
That was their key target, I think, and he would have filled that midfield role that they need. But I do think that it's probably a little bit overblown with the merit thing that Hawthorn need this extra midfielder because they get Will Day back, right? He comes in straight away. I mean, they lose Warple, but they've still got guys sitting on their list that could come in and play a role that Warple plays. And then you've got Will Day as that sort of, top end player.
Well, anyone they drafted tonight wasn't really going to help their premiership chances next year, right?
Yeah.
So it was more of a longer term play. And like, I know my club was in a similar range. There just weren't too many midfielders, like pure
And
midfielders around.
If you drafted Farrow right now, even for the Bombers, like he'll probably start a halfback.
Yeah.
I assume. So, he's not going to move the needle. But, I like it. Nan, Schubert, I think they just kind of picked off the low-hanging fruit that sort of fell through to them.
And also, you look at what they did with their. They were the first team ever to not field a debutant in 2025.
Were they?
They're not going to. They're not going
Wow.
to be playing many young players. You'd assume with their being in the premiership window. I think you just take the best available talents, which they did. Like they didn't need Aiden Schubert, I don't think. They've got good young key forwards.
No.
Not even playing games for them. Like Cole Shadir was missing finals. I mean, they just took players that they can develop pretty much, and I think that's a good way to do it if you're a team that high up the ladder.
Yeah. They've got a lot of players with a lot of versatility for sure. Crows, they got Mitch Marsh. They got, where's the next one? Archie Ludovic. And that is it. Mitch Marsh and Archie Ludovic.
Talent wise, I think if you sold that to an Adelaide fan at the start of the draft, they'd be like, yeah, nice. Yeah, fuck yeah. No, I do think obviously Ludovic get picked 50 is kind of absurd. I'm going off the chat here, and it kind of makes sense with the logic is that they probably had hope for Curtin. Probably also just from a retention point of view, but I don't think they're going to lose Dan Curtin anyway. Again, a couple of players that are probably longer term. Maybe Mitch could find a niche in that team. It is possible, earlier than a Ludovic, but overall, I think Adelaide are probably similar to Hawthorn in the sense that their need was probably a midfielder, but they need a midfielder that can improve them in 2026. So drafting one at pick 22, whoever that may have been, a Javin. I don't know who else was available there.
You're not just going to take one, are you?
Yeah,
It's going to
nah.
take a mid.
No, I mean, I'd love to know, like, look back on the order and see how many genuine midfielders were taken in that range. I reckon there's a lot of utilities, small forwards, halfbacks.
You don't actually see, if you look at a draft holistically, you don't see a lot of just midfielders drafted anymore
Yeah.
in general.
That's
that
true.
are pure midfielders. Like Dyson Sharp is the big one in this crop. Who
Yeah.
else is just a midfielder if I actually run
Adamsall.
through? Adamsall's just a mid. Kobe Coulson is just a mid.
Ollie Greaves, who didn't get taken, like, and there's
Exactly.
yeah.
Dyson Sharp's the highest that
Yeah.
is a pure midfielder.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I do think a decent number of these will become midfielders.
Yeah.
But they just
Yeah.
develop a secondary position, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Sam Cumming will be a midfielder,
Yeah.
right? Or Sam,
It's a utility
Sam Grill
game,
probably.
though. You've got to be
yeah.
able to play multiple roles.
That's
and
true,
even
yeah.
to get yourself into the game as an 18-year-old into a team, you need to be
Yeah.
able to play those roles.
So some of those guys will be more midfielders than others, if that makes sense. Whereas specifically that range of the draft for Adelaide, there weren't too many guys who were even
Can I throw
really
a couple of
midfielder
questions
at
at
all.
you guys? Does this player, I don't know why I'm hiding that. I don't need to
No,
hide it. Does this player become a midfielder at the next level? Willem Dersma.
Yeah, eventually, surely, right?
50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if
You just
he
picked him
makes
to pick
it,
one.
no, I think he does. Surely,
Yeah.
like if he makes it,
Oh, I think he'll be played as a midfielder. Whether or not he succeeds as a mid is open. That's the 50-50 part for me.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Confident.
Isn't? Oh, that was sarcasm. I'm stupid.
Dan Annabelle's another one we didn't mention.
yes.
oh,
yeah.
true.
Sam Grill.
Do we count as a wingman as a midfielder?
No. Inside mid.
I
centre
think
bounce
50-50.
You know what I think? I think he. You're just gonna say whether.
Just sitting on the fence. As in, I'm not that confident.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
with Willem Dersma, I think the confidence is because of what he can be. But I think Sam Grill, he could be more damaging as something else, like other than a midfielder.
I'm more confident Sam Grill becomes a mid than Dersma.
Really?
Well, see, Dersma is like, I mean, his floor's not bad. It's probably just like a really good intercepting running defender. That's his
That's
flaw.
not ideal.
It's not ideal for big one, but I mean, like, he's still, there's probably no scenario where he's a spud. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think he'd be a bad player, but I think if you wanted him to be that pick one, you're sort of looking at that kind of Bontempelli type,
Yeah,
Hayden Young type,
Yeah, I mean,
Will Day.
I never got seduced that he's the next Bond, personally.
Nah,
but
well,
he
that's
could be, there is a potential, like for him, his contested game. His ground ball game's good, his agility's good, like he can, and his ability to read a stoppage, that's the part we don't know yet, like consistently, right? Because throughout the year he played a lot of different roles. So I'm not convinced he's necessarily a midfielder at the next level, but I obviously hope that is the case, and I don't have a strong opinion against it either.
Yep, I like that. And the other one that I wanted to say, Farrow.
Less than 50-50.
Yeah, because I think it's also what else we drafted. So you look at like the amount of midfielders that we've got.
True.
I think if Farrow was the only type there that could like transition into the mid, I think he can. I think he's got like midfielder capabilities. But it's like that Jordan Dawson where, you know, he plays midfield for the Crows. If a Jordan Dawson type is at a team like Essendon with just a lot of midfielders, not all good midfielders, but like a lot of them, would he play midfield or would he be best suited across half back? I think he could.
You always wonder with a player like Jordan Dawson too. Like he gets drafted to a really good club in Sydney really late. I think he was 50s, wasn't he, Dawson?
Yeah, I feel like it was late.
It was late, yeah.
And absolutely zero expectation. They just plop him in the reserves. He starts to get a game. He plays off a wing. He does really well. And then he moves to Adelaide. And it's like all starting to come together. It will be a different trajectory for Farrow, who comes in with high expectation. These guys, you know what Essendon's like as a football club. The fans get, down their hammer a lot. So that'll be interesting as well.
Safe bet to be a good player, though. I think Farrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I did notice one knock on him that kind of crossed my mind as I was doing rankings and stuff. He took a lot of, he played a lot of halfback, obviously.
Yes.
And he took a lot of kick-ins in the national championship. So it was a game against, against the Allies. And I think they kicked in a massive amount of points that day. And he had 30, but 12 of them were kick-ins. So he had games like that where the stat sheet was sort of elevated a little bit. But
one thing that he and Lindsay actually have in common as the two possibly best kicks in the draft is they're not quick, but they do find space.
Yeah.
And I've noticed about particularly with Lindsay, it's just I don't think he tests well for speed or anything like that, or I don't know what he'd test for agility, but doesn't get caught. And I think Farah has a little bit of that in him as well. To be honest.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about that quick decision making. They're
Yeah.
kind of making the. Jeez, I've done that a few times tonight. They're making the
Didn't
decision
notice.
in their head before everybody else. So
Yeah, that's
I think
right.
that's a big deal.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Next team I go to is Geelong.
Hunter Holmes and Harley Barker.
Harley Barker with their first pick.
10 out of 10.
I love it.
The thing is, though, like,
Did they get anyone else?
there's this bias we have, and rightfully so, with Geelong, that we immediately think they're getting the best case scenario with that player. And you look at a West Coast right now who just took Dersmer and CDT, and there's got to be some sort of unconscious bias where we're like, well, they might not turn out like that. But if
Yeah.
Geelong ended up with Dersmer and CDT, we have faith that they will turn into those players.
Yeah.
So that comes into our thinking a little bit. But I guess if we're weighting talent against the pick, I don't have a big opinion on Hunter Holmes. But Harley Barker does seem like a bargain, to be honest.
Yeah.
But considering he and Sam Allen went 4 picks apart, I reckon, or 5, and they both did ACLs, it does seem like Barker is an absolute steal there.
I mean, you love him.
I do. And I think what you get with Bart, like pick 24, but I think he is by far and away the best in his position. Like that's what you get with, if you're a club drafting for needs, or I don't even think Geelong really need anything, but, they want to partner someone with Ollie Dempsey. They've just gotten the best player in his position. And what Geelong do anyway is they don't blood their debutants straight away. They keep him in the reserves for a year anyway, and then give him game time the next year. So Barker with his ACL, I don't think is an issue for a team like that.
Agreed.
I think he's like if you're looking at teams that Harley Barker suits, it is pretty much Geelong. And you compare him to Ollie Dempsey as well, so it makes perfect sense. I think they've nailed it with that selection.
Yeah, those wings, they're pretty much shored up for the next 10 years.
That's good. That's exciting.
Electric pace. I think they're kind of they're valuing those outside positions more than other teams as well.
And that's the game now, transition footy. And you look at what they've got in the midfield. There is so much just fitness in that team now. They're going to be able to outrun teams even more so, I think.
I mean, even like Holmes and Bailey Smith.
Yeah,
they're runners as well.
That's scary. Yeah.
Yep. You don't want to be an inside mid against them. Collingwood, Tyan Prindable. That was a shock.
Pringles.
Yep. Sam Swadling and Zach McCarthy.
Did they take Angus Anderson?
Don't think so.
Who took Angus Anderson?
Angus Anderson was taken. Oh no, they did too. Sorry,
They
I
did?
didn't see because he didn't have a picture.
I mean, that's a win.
That's a win.
Angus Anderson alone.
Cousin of Pamela,
Yeah.
Downgraded from mother.
brother of Angry.
Angry Anderson, who's that?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
It is.
It is?
I've heard it.
That's a boomer thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a boomer thing. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about this draft.
I don't know. Jeez, it's speculative, and they were in the position where that was always going to be the case. They really would love one of these to hit with their list demographic.
This is the sort of draft that you do if you didn't have very many picks.
Yeah, Rogue Riot's going to jump on one of these, and he's going to be the next Finley McRae. But we've got him now, bitch.
I don't even know who honestly is the best player there. It could be Zach McCarthy.
Aside from Anderson.
I know of
from
him.
Meng.
I know about Swadling. That's about it. Honestly, that's probably a little bit earlier than when I thought Swadling would go. Very high volume player, and maybe that they could use a player like that. It needs to be supported with more damaging players, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have I missed anyone, guys?
You did miss Brisbane because they're picking now. Oh no, that's Gold Coast.
That is Gold Coast.
But you did miss Brisbane, I think.
We've missed Brisbane, and they actually picked up quite a lot of players.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly go over them. Dan
That's true.
Annable was the first player
Yeah,
clearly picked.
Kobe Evans was another.
Oh yeah, that's
Kobe Evans. Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? And then they
Pricks.
went Ty Hayes.
Yeah, and they took another.
Cody
Cody Curtin. So value for selections there. I think Evans and Curtin could be a lot better than what their pre-draft rankings were.
Yep.
I think there's a lot of upside there. Evans has missed a lot of footy through injury, but he was in the academy for a reason, and athletically he's good. He's great agility, dual position, yeah, I think, I would have matched that bid if it was West Coast. So I think Brisbane should be happy with that. We know Dan Annable, I think somebody said, I don't know who said it, but they said he could have played the final series this year. That's how ready-made he is.
Yeah. I said that as well, like on the stream last night as well. And I did actually listen to the interview. It sounded kind of BS from, I think it was the list manager at the time. Could he have? Maybe.
Oh, maybe not literally. You'd give him 10 games first.
Yeah. But he's very ready-made.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point there. So St Kilda got Charlie Banfield.
Kai Fincher.
They got Kai Fincher.
Yep.
I think that was where their picks start. Yeah. That's the 2 players that they got.
That's
and Ryan Burns, they re-listed.
Ah, yes.
Charlie Banfield, I think, could be a very decent player. I don't think he has A-grade potential, but I think he does a lot of things really well. He's versatile, great size, great running capacity, can play as a forward and I'm pissed. I'm pissed that we didn't get him at West Coast. Good on them for taking the punt on him though. 41 is not a reach, I don't think, but I think it was bold and fair play to him.
Is it fair to say though, overall for this draft, after the top 30, clubs didn't give a shit really?
It was a shit show. Yeah. And I don't really mean that as a criticism. I just meant trying to predict it.
Yeah.
I was fully expecting Noah Hibbins-Hargreaves to not get picked up after 6 picks today because I was like, the way it's going, there's very many divergent views on this draft ranking.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up the stream from there. We're at 10:26. I had an absolute blast. The draft is my favourite time of year.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone in the chat for watching the content.
Yeah, but a huge night for donations in particular. I don't think we've ever had so many donations, so we really appreciate your support. Thank you, Felix, for being here as well.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no, it's been
fun.
great
Give
fun.
yourself a little plug,
You've been
mate.
fantastic.
Again,
Yeah, please
everything
do.
Essendon.
Everything Essendon. That's all for now. There will be one later, another channel, but I'm not going to plug it until I've actually finished creating it.
You're doing great numbers though, mate. Like your Essendon content.
It's good fun. It's good fun. Yeah.
Good time to be an Essendon fan.
I think it is. I think it's, we're crap, but we're young and crap.
But you won another draft.
Well, yeah, we won another draft, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you're not winning grand finals, win the draft.
Yeah.
It's all about the conversation.
Exactly.
All about the
It's
storyline.
about the friends we make along the way.
Exactly. That is a wrap, guys. Thanks once again for tuning in. Get in our Discord as well. It's in the description there, and you can have a chat with us, and we can talk footy topics, and we'll see you on Saturday for the last stream of the year.
Bye.